Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get this rolling because I
You
wanna
guys
make
ready for the
red.
return of the culture war?
Return? When did it leave?
No, it's the new culture war.
It's ramping up
Is
again.
anime satanic? That's actually back.
Oh, it's actually back.
It's actually back, boys. Everybody's talking about it. Nobody's stopped talking about it. Everybody's talking about it.
You're
Yeah.
kidding me.
Too many
Yeah,
people are talking about it.
You're actively
it's because
you're
of Matt Walsh.
Yeah.
no, not his sarcastic ass. He can't
Yeah,
be the
it's
one.
because of Matt
No.
Walsh.
No, you don't understand it. He
Are they
literally.
It's
unironic?
not only Matt Walsh. No, yes, it is unironic.
It's unironic now. It wasn't unironic before. He was just testing waters.
Yeah, now him and a bunch of other chuds are saying, you know what? You shouldn't actually enjoy things, and also kids should be limited to less than an hour of screen time a day.
Not really kids, like 15-year-olds.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yes.
Can I get
Got some videos.
can I get a video? Can I get a source? Like I believe
out the
you.
one Tim
I
Pool
believe you,
video
but I want to
first.
see the words being used by these humans. I want to know where are they coming from.
I can't remember
I
if
linked
he
this
wrote an
one
article about
yesterday.
it or if it's a video.
Yeah, I linked this Tim Pool video from yesterday. Do you want to see that?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna fix my
Disgusting.
camera here so a little bit. There we go. Romanian TV on YouTube has a good stream on it if you know that. I don't know. Do they have? Are there DMs open? You want me to kind of pitch them a link and we can see what's up? Also, I'm having a Picari
You could
sweat
try to
on
talk
top
to
of
V
my.
if you want. I don't know if he's awake right now. I feel like in terms of like larger YouTubers, he's probably somebody who would respond, yeah. But I don't think he'd come on. Yeah, you can see like he has two shorter videos on it, both like 10-minute videos. I can link you both of those.
Okay.
One from yesterday, one for today, because Sargon and like Zuby also had takes on it they talked about.
Romanian
The first one,
TV,
or well, the second one.
Twitter. Is it not VV? Is it this like ogre face?
I don't know, because I mean he has a little.
Oh, it's got to be. This first tweet is like, "Suck it, Matt Walsh," and just a picture of like a busty anime office worker. Okay. He's got DMs open.
As I say, you can message me if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I mean, he's literally from Romania, so I don't know if he's awake right now.
I will start with wake up. Wake up, hero. You just linked to the previous ones in the
listen.
chat.
Yeah, I linked the Tim Pool video I was watching the other day that I put in the Discord, and I linked the two videos we made today, yesterday and today. Because Matt Walsh put a video defending or attacking Jeremy after he made the tweet. That was the back and forth.
Bad take, man, has bad take. What's our team look like right now? Pull it out.
They didn't clip. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, here. Yeah, they did clip it. Okay. Here's Matt Walsh's video.
That's probably the one I was thinking of.
And I know you guys are probably surprised by this, but I don't pay attention to Matt Walsh. I don't even know who the guy is. I could care less.
Me neither. It's just a meme right now.
All I know about Matt Walsh is we watched the anime is satanic things, which I was like, it's gotta be a joke, right?
I mean, you'd think because he was just doing a normal deadpan voice. And then here's the Quartering's actual tweet.
Hold on a second, I'm gonna open up my Discord, make sure it doesn't fly a bunch of DMs up here.
I'm doing the one in the private chat here.
I know. I'm opening my Discord. I don't want someone's information getting out there if I'm talking to them and they're just minding their own. You just linked to previous ones in chat. Which ones did you link to previously?
Go watch some anime.
Culture war stuff. No more anime.
Yeah, no more culture wars.
Yeah.
Well, it's really simple. Fight the culture wars. Love your anime. Love your games. Love your escapism. And for the love of everything that's holy, just how hard is it not to be an ass?
That's actually
Seriously.
that is literally what this one is about. Is the fact that Matt Walsh thinks people should, no adult should be watching anime, should be watching movies, should be playing video games, and kids shouldn't really be doing either. At 1 hour a day or less.
But then we still have, I've still seen a ton of people out there defending him, saying that it's his dry humor shit again. I'm like,
No, it's not.
At this point, I don't give a shit. People, unless you follow him literally every second of every day, you're not going to know that. His style of delivery sucks, specifically for dealing with culture war issues, precisely because no one knows if he's being
No,
serious
this is something
or
he
being an
genuinely
asshole.
believes. Him calling anime satanic is more over the top, but saying that no, it's bad and kids and you shouldn't, as an adult, watch this stuff.
Yeah.
That's clearly his.
Oh, and his
opinion.
the whole thing of him saying he was more popular than, or he's recruited more people than the quartering.
Yeah.
that's a piss poor.
Recruited
it's
for
not an
what?
ad
You don't have like
populum.
some weird culture army. That's
Yeah.
not a thing that exists. The people
Yeah.
that say subscribe on your channel can say subscribe on the other channel too. It's not a limited. It's not a zero sum game here.
Exactly,
People
but
are
they
crazy.
treat it. There's a lot of them that treat it like such, and I think that's how Big Con, specifically with the Daily Wire, I think how they see it, and they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
and
correct.
I don't-
Adversity have video too. Yeah.
I don't see that with like the Blaze, but the Blaze really doesn't have anybody else other than Glenn Beck, and Glenn Beck is old, and he doesn't engage in that side of things.
Throw a ball.
And let's see who else. Well, there's Tucker, but he had the Daily Caller, but he had to give up the daily control of it once he joined the faux news. But now that he's free of it, who knows what he'll do. But even at that, the side of stuff that he covers isn't in the pop this side of the pop culture, the gaming, the anime, the escapism ish type side. I could see him engaging in that, and I think he would be smarter than about 90% of them out there, but I just don't see him doing that. That's not his thing. So,
Yeah.
all right, everybody, I'm out. Take care.
See ya.
Later.
See you around.
Yeah.
I think his
Veritex.
opinion, the Matt Walsh guy's opinion, got worse after the trans shooter because then he blamed anime for it.
I think he did, yes. Or
Maybe?
something like that.
Because there was like we went over his initial animes of the devil and cartoons are of the devil, and then we saw his little follow up that was like really felt like just oh yeah, look, I'll make an even more sarcastic jokey thing.
Because
But that's the problem with some of those like dry sarcastic jokes. Sometimes people aren't joking.
yeah, originally it's like, oh yeah, person asking questions just makes jokes like, I don't like anime.
Yeah.
Actually, anime is satanic.
Cornering video. God, there's so much of this. What do you think,
Quartering's
Frogman of God,
video is his response.
What?
Yeah.
about how Big Con is anti-anime now?
Big
Yeah.
Con's anti everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like
I mean,
Really, it's just
gays
anti-fun. Like, you can see Matt Walsh takes. It's like literally anti-fun.
and
but
gays.
Yeah.
Matt Walsh is not a serious person.
I think he
Right.
is. I think
Because,
he actually is very
like-
serious most of the time.
I mean, like a person that you take seriously.
A lot of people do.
I mean, people do, but it's to me when I was like, okay, yeah, it's. I don't know. It's Matt Walsh works for.
Daily Wire. Yeah.
Well, I have opinions, right? All right, so
Are you gonna say he works for Jews? I like
No.
You don't need to like talk about it like that. We talked
No,
about
but
it
it
private. We should
almost-
probably not say it like that.
it is not. Ben Shapiro is not a friend of Christians, and Matt is a professing Christian, and he works for him. And
Yeah.
but you can't carry that banner on on that medium if the guy who's the face of that franchise, which is Ben Shapiro, is openly hostile to evangelizing to folks.
It's not just Ben. It's boring.
I'm sure he's not
them
the only
together.
one.
Them two are the two people who founded Daily Wire.
Yeah. But to me, it's like Ben's got good points sometimes, and then sometimes it's just he doesn't like things that he doesn't have any type of knowledge on either.
Do you immediately brush somebody off if you know that person has zero knowledge on like something? Because like when I hear someone like Matt Walsh say like, "Oh, this thing is a thing I think about anime," I'm immediately just like, "Who the fuck cares, bro?" Like,
Well,
what?
I mean, look, if Matt Walsh sees Pokemon and he goes, "Oh, this is basically animal fighting," okay, I get it, right?
It's kind of a goofy, like it's a goofy take, but yeah, I can see where he's coming
No,
from.
but I mean, but seriously, I mean, like, it's like you see a couple of things, or you hear a couple of things, or maybe you just notice that the most autistic people on Twitter have anime profile pictures, and maybe you just draw your conclusions from there. But on a serious note, it's just, what's your basis for saying it? And is your basis for saying that really line up with the people's experience? Because like I said, I'm a normie when it comes to anime a lot, but I enjoy
I
some
gotta
of it.
say, like literally just last week, it was trending. K-On fans are racist.
What?
All right, so there's been a
I
lot.
can
I've
show you
seen a
picture,
lot of
yeah.
K-On Nazi memes going around.
Yeah.
So I could see where somebody sees that and they go, "I don't even know what K-On is. What is K-On?" Like I see
it's a group of girls in a school club that start a band.
Is it a show?
It's an anime, yeah.
Okay,
It's a meme.
right. A lot of people don't understand memes. Like Matt Walsh doesn't understand.
Yeah, I could see that. Matt Walsh is a meme, but you can't understand
He
a meme
is?
when it's like a fish. It's like a fish trying to explain water, right? Like he too
Yeah.
much is a meme.
Right. Like he does a good job when it, when it's on what I think is softball topics. Like the what is a woman thing, right? To go in there
Yeah.
and say it's like, yeah, you're talking to. Well, that'd be very funny if he tried to go to an anime convention and do a similar documentary.
That
could
would
find-
be pretty
you
hilarious.
could find some real characters.
What is a lolly?
What is a lolly? Yeah, exactly.
Are-
A million different answers.
Just put on a sandwich board that says lollies are pedophiles and walk around a convention and talk to people
Or
because
lolicons, yeah.
you would
People don't
find
want to talk to that person.
oh yes they do. Are you kidding? Captain
Dude, the
Reddit
last
would be
time-
first in line and last in line. It's a long line. They're all Captain Reddit.
I don't know. Now that I'm talking, I was like,
This
maybe
works
Matt Walsh
better
has
if you
a
just
point.
imagine him as Cliff Craven from Cheers.
I wanna let everybody know that V will not be joining us. He is a busy YouTuber who releases 4 videos a day and a
Kinda
live
would
stream.
expect, yeah.
Who?
Yeah, well, he replied though, so like I
Yeah,
was
that's what I
like,
said.
"Whoa,
Yeah,
dude,
he actually
you didn't
talks
have to
about it.
tell me that you weren't gonna show up. You could have
wait,
just
who?
like,
Yeah, V,
the guy that
in
we're
this
about to
video.
watch, the guy
Yeah.
in this video.
I love V.
Matt
He's
Walsh?
awesome.
No, not Matt Walsh. He responded by blocking me. So
He's Vera.
He did.
Wait, Matt Walsh blocked you?
no, it was a
I was
joke.
gonna say that would be
Oh.
funny if you like replied to
He
him and
doesn't know who
actually
I am
blocked
yet.
you.
Yet.
Yet.
I might be on like a block bot or something at some point. Like, oh, I follow
think
this
he-
person.
I think Matt Walsh is the guy who will straight up be face to face, like click the block button when he sees you.
Yeah.
Well, what it is, what I think a lot of it is what is it? It's a knee-jerk reaction to something that the culture hasn't controlled. Because what they really, when you really get to the crux of what his real problem is not that it exists, is that kids consume it, and there are plenty of examples of things that kids consume that they shouldn't. And we talk about the video games. Yeah, you can argue about video games. Some video games kids shouldn't play, but
True.
that's why they have a rating. And who is letting their kid just play whatever it is they want to play, and not monitoring the content?
Yeah, you as the parent need to be involved in every decision there.
Right. You
That's
can
right.
walk into GameStop and get the worst game available, and they're not going to card you. They're not going to, if you've got the money, right? But sometimes they're sitting there buying it, and the parents sitting there the one scanning it through. Which game do you want? Oh, and you look at it, and you seem like, and I've seen it happen. It's like the parents looking at us like, oh, okay, and they just whop it. And I'm like, if you were
Is this the one you want? Like it's a Simpsons meme, right? Like
Yep.
if you're not an NPC, to use
the term, the vernacular, the
term.
kids' vernacular.
Yeah, that's actually how my brother ended up with GTA. My mom was staunchly against the series for so long, and then my brother called it GTA, and she was like, "Oh yeah, sure, fine." She didn't realize that was an abbreviation for Grand Theft Auto.
I ruined
That's how
Christmas
she
for
got
two
him.
kids. For
Yeah,
two kids,
that's how we got it.
because my coworkers, it was two ladies, they were talking about what they got their kids for Christmas. And they said it was GTA. Now the kids are 6 years old and 8 years old, I think. Okay.
What the hell?
And I go, and I'm sitting in my cubicle, and I look over, I go,
You're like,
For a second, I was like, it's not
the
that.
Holy Spirit moves me.
I said, well, you hear, look, you know how it is. You hear stuff in the cubicle, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
I go,
Oh,
I
I
pop
love
my head
that
up, I go,
design.
what'd you buy your kids? And they go, and they said, I was like, do you know what that game's about? She goes, it's about cars. Well,
Yeah, they're
are
stealing
in it.
cars.
Yes,
Cars what?
There are cars in it.
Yeah, well,
You know
what
that there are
about
hookers in there. There's prostitutes. You can beat them. Let me send you a Wikipedia link. And
Flawed man with the wiki links.
and let me just.
Wait,
Well, you
is
gotta
that-
you,
wait.
you
Is
gotta
that
present
League
it in a way
roommate?
that they can understand.
Yeah.
because I
Nice.
just
I-
heard
I-
This guy screaming.
Oh, league roommate.
I was like checking to see if there was a tab that was like playing noise. I was like,
was like,
the hell is that?
Nope.
I like how Michael got this immediately.
Yeah, it's important. It's important to be a part of lives and to know what's going on. Like, and to further that point, beyond just knowing like, oh, they're going to be consuming like decent media, you can also help them learn more from that media, right? Like,
Right.
movies never ended, or like shows never ended. When the show ended, we would talk about it. We'd go get coffee. We'd sit around the dinner table chatting about it, that kind of thing. Where you can learn more from watching whatever this is, or engaging in whatever your escapism is. They did this in the show. That was really cool. This is how it works in real life. So like you can learn lessons from that. So
That's why I actually need to have children so I can roast their anime takes. You like Naruto? Go back to school. I started hating Naruto when I was 12.
You just do that to me.
Okay, guys,
It's true.
but like,
Exactly.
But all right, who's here old enough to have taken part in the original Xbox Live?
Right.
Right?
buying
never had an
buying
Xbox.
cards.
I am, but I,
I was
didn't.
Does an
old enough, but
8-year-old
yeah, I
belong
didn't
on
play it.
Xbox Live
Yeah.
in Halo or any,
Yes.
especially back then?
I swear they all were 8.
Absolutely. I know, yeah.
Yeah.
All of them were. All of
They
them
didn't
were
just-
8 and 10 years old.
they came on. You are listening to them, and they were either repeating what their parents said or what
That's true,
somebody
doesn't
had
matter.
already repeated to them on Xbox Live. But you're throwing your kid into an environment where you're
Mhm.
not there to guide them or talk to them.
Yeah, it's
try
not
to
like you get
figure
a
things out, censor things. for
Xbox
them.
doesn't send you a transcript of like, here's what everyone said today. Whereas
Exactly.
like at least with the school system, you theoretically have a teacher in the room or a chaperone at like the recess who can be
Yeah.
like, oh, I overheard
Theoretically.
this at recess. Here's what your kid was saying, that kind of thing. Yeah, no,
So,
it's
The
different.
answer to Matt Walsh is the same reaction that liberals have to guns after shootings. Right? It's the gun's fault. It's the game's fault. No, it's not. You can make adult content can be for adults. Just don't let the kids see it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Some media is
It's
not.
not even just like letting kids see it. It's just not letting them just have free reign on it, really. That's the
Oh
bigger
yeah,
thing.
yeah. That's why there's literal like kids mode on your Netflix. You can turn off mature content on your Crunchyroll.
you shouldn't.
There are tools there are tools to help you with that whole family process. Now, sometimes they're a pain in the ass. I know I have a friend who trying to get the PlayStation ecosystem parental controls to allow his kids to play games was like a huge pain in the ass because of the way that they would share titles. But they do have this thing that they're trying to do. So like, there's ways that you can do that in the modern era without having to be there the whole time. But yeah,
Well, especially
I
the way that
definitely
the-
agree.
especially the way the AAA titles are going, and it's almost like, man, I really just don't want my kids to play video games at all now.
Yeah, just don't buy them any new games. Like,
Yeah, there's
it's
enough games
really
from
not
before
worth it.
now.
Oh,
It's
no.
really not worth it.
My son and I were playing Age of Empires 2
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yep.
still good, still great.
Still good. Still awesome, and he loves it.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
I mean, but I know the content, right?
Yep.
Because I was there when it first broke out. I was in high school.
It's a free range parenting and all.
I think
Over.
you're going the
There's-
wrong way, Blaine.
I'm going back because I've got a really weak Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Aaron. Also, V wanted to add that his take on Matt Walsh and a lot of this is discrediting the entire Japanese entertainment industry is just to antagonize people and make money, in his opinion.
Yes, exactly. I
That
can see that as
it's-
a total grift.
It's clicks between political topics is kind of what I'm thinking. There's no big trans fight. There's no big political who this, who that. We're waiting for
And people
the.
could have less
What's
serious
he
or
talking
less
about?
like
The new George Floyd just dropped.
I'd say less like encompassing, more
Stop it.
specific and niche takes on
He's been
politics.
reading-
People
he's
can have
actually been reading
political
Berserk
takes that
lately.
aren't that important.
I
right?
have, but I'm not actually
Or at
referring
least-
to that. That was a reference to a real world event.
Oh wait, what
rejection
happened?
of entertainment.
I thought
generally
that was
is
about your
kind of a
Berserk
big point,
thing.
though.
No, that was a reference to something that happened in New York recently.
Yeah, the subway.
Yep. Dude got choked.
Choked in a subway.
All
To
the way
death.
out.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really easy to do. That's why as soon as you remotely feel a limp body, you let go.
Well, I don't know the circumstances around it other than, but it wasn't a police officer involved in it though either. Was it? It was just a
Just a dude.
rando, I think.
It's a couple dudes. Yeah, randos should not be choking each other
Just
out.
a couple of dudes.
Just a
man.
couple of dudes, right? On the Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I want a
Couple
sand
of
shrew.
bros hanging out.
Yeah, the actual rejection of like just entertainment and just like you should always be serious thinking about blah 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 serious topic is
Mhm.
a prevalent mindset among
What just happened? Did your mic go underwater or did you start speaking weird?
also Brandon's back.
He had a stroke. Quick.
Yeah, Brandon is back, but I think your mic is having a stroke there. Travis.
Yeah, your mic's having difficulties, which sucks. I that's why I stopped using USB mics myself, assuming that that's what you have. So, yeah.
What?
Anyways, I just wanted to pop back in just to give you an update on how many shows we had put in the list for 16 and 17.
You dare come into this stream and try to talk about anime while I'm playing a video game about Moe versions of Pokemon and we discuss Matt
terrible
Walsh
take.
and grifting? Go ahead. What do you
Yes.
got, man?
Probably just
All right, let's. So for 2016-17, how many shows do you think ended up on the list?
300.
2016, 2017, probably the 140s.
Okay, who else wants to take a guess?
160.
What year was this?
This would be 2016 and 2017.
Oh, that's gonna be a ton.
Repeat the question.
I'd say 70.
So for context, Flawed Man, Anime Guy goes through the different decades to put together lists of here's all the shows that you should watch. And he just finished 2016 and 2017. So every anime that came out that's sort of like a you should watch it. Oh, my Beedrill just got 8. Dang it, I want a sand shrew.
Yeah, stuff that you should watch, continuations of series, movies, OVAs, etc., new series, continuing series. There's a lot of them on there that are worth watching and worth watching probably multiple times, and then there are others that are maybe we've heard of but we didn't watch for one reason or another, curiosity things, just this initial list building. So if you had to take a guess, how many would you say were on for these 2 years? Would you
2
say?
years.
Yeah.
And it's
Like I
just,
said,
and
at least
like you
it's
said,
200
it could be
plus.
it's new seasons, not just
Yeah, new seasons, continuations of seasons from prior that we maybe have added, the various movies, the various OVAs,
I
all.
want to say about 350, but I'm going to say 120.
Well, you would have been closer with that first
350.
number.
I'm going to need about 350.
250.
Jeez.
Right in between both of my guesses, I am victorious. You know, Brandon, there's like 50 anime that come out a season. In 2 years, you had the opportunity to catalog like what 400, and you put half of them on the list.
Yeah,
It's more than that. It's
yeah,
way
More than
that.
half. You put more than half of all the shows on the list.
Well, yeah, because there's well, especially with the modern anime, so 2010 on, most everyone has seen a lot of them or has kept up with them. I have not, but it has been nice to have the help to go through it. So the next step will be probably not next month, maybe in the second half of the year. We'll take a day or two, and we'll start going through these lists. Starting probably not back in the 70s because there wasn't that much, but maybe going back to starting over with the 80s and starting to pare it down or
Yeah,
separate shows from
the
that
wheat from the
list.
chaff, as we say.
Yeah. Pick our A tier and S tier, the shows that you absolutely must watch, absolutely must own, and absolutely must watch again. And then we'll have our B tier and our C tier, which will be, good for going through once, maybe good for going through twice if it's something that you really, really like, or if you get the manga for. And then the rest of it is going to be maybe watch it or stuff that turned out to just be trash or just unfindable. Especially for some of these older stuff, there's a lot of it that's probably just not going to be easy to get a hold of, and we'll put that in the C tier below, or as we'll affectionately call it, the trash tier.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
but yeah, with that, that's 80s,
Very telling,
90s,
very telling.
2000s, 10s, and then we'll do one for the. We'll have to do that for the current decade, even though we're only 3 years, and by that time, 3/4 of the year in, we're still going to have a ton of stuff to be able to go through and get our S tier stuff, get our A tier stuff, and maybe start doing some research on some of these shows that we really did like that are the A tier and the S tier. See how the manga is, how much it's costing, if it's readily available. Making sure that if it's really that good, making sure that we're linking to either movies that are available or to maybe some of the OVAs that add to it. Not the ones that are just stupid, that just either do a strip down or a more basic telling, but actually add to it, and start putting together compilations of everything. So something like Assassination Classroom would be fairly easy because the manga's complete and they sell it as a box set. The same with the Blu-rays for the show, but I didn't know that they had these little offshoot OVAs, goofy, chibi series or having
bits.
Yeah, the extra bits. I never knew
Why
that
didn't you
any of
take
that existed.
Protect. What are you
Because
doing?
the internet told me not to, and no one told me to.
No, I told you to.
Why would I get protect? That's not an attacking move.
It's a great move. What are you talking about?
Because if you know what move your enemy's using, you can block a bunch of damage. Because there's lots of moves that have it like one turn setup.
Wow, remember when you used Harden earlier to skip a turn? Just use Protect.
Well, there you go. And maybe even try to find games for some of these things. So, because there's a lot of these series that do have games.
Why did you Google it? That's autistic.
I Googled it,
It's autistic.
and like the first thing was like, it's good for avoiding damage, and the next thing was like, no, don't do it because you want all special and like attack moves. And I was like, yeah,
That
I'm an
doesn't
attacky
mean
boy.
anything. That's
That's not how you build
Jesus, dude.
Pokemon.
I'm a
When you-
glass
when
cannon. This is
you're-
my Blastoise. You guys can.
Get rid of it for tackle. Why would
Okay,
you
okay,
Big
like
up.
let's answer this question. Let's like think through this logically.
That
All
is
right.
Great design.
How many times can you attack in one turn?
One time.
How many attacking moves are you gonna use in one turn?
I mean, one move, one attack move.
Okay. I rest my case.
Yeah. Do you need
How does that?
more,
Like,
like?
yeah, I'm only
Okay,
gonna
what-
attack. Why would
oh,
I
Are you going
ever
to use
defend?
your, are you going to use your weakest attack or your strongest attack?
By whatever strongest
If
attack.
you want to win, you want to use your strongest attack, right?
Yep.
Of course.
So you're going to be using your strongest attack. Why do you need other attacks?
Why do I need a protect? I'm not gonna use that. That'll waste the time that I could be
No,
That's
attacking.
utility
No.
because the thing is, it gives you something you don't already have. If you have two attacks and one's just stronger than
You
the other
guys are
one,
talking
you
a
don't
lot
need
now, considering I
multiple
sat there
attacks.
for a
Dude,
long
we were
time
like-
not doing anything because I was
taking
like,
a
I don't know if I'm
picture. I
gonna.
was taking a
I
picture of my
literally-
capture
Oh,
card. I
Peanut
put it on
Gallery didn't
delete
start
card.
talking until. Why didn't you do this?
Oh, he messed. Oh, he did the thing. Now tell him that thing he did was the bad.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
didn't you make a save state? Honestly,
You didn't even bring it up. You're just like, oh, you know.
you didn't
just
bring
skipped
it up.
one
You
of the
just
most
sat
important
there and
moves
like
for the
I
waited
game.
for
just
someone to be
sat
like,
there. I was like, yeah, we'll just sit here, I guess.
In order to honor the meme, you have to protect and attack,
I will only attack.
but mostly.
Okay, but think about this logically, dude. You don't need, like, why
So
do you
your
need
kid's just gonna starve, Brandon? Is that how it is?
Yeah, I'm just gonna starve.
No,
There
I'm
you
talking
go.
about your kids. You'll
Oh
probably
no,
make
they're
it.
they're fine. We had dinner hours ago. I thought my wife was still here, but she's actually she actually went out to have ice cream with one of her
Oh, that's why
with
you're
one of
back.
her few gal pals. So
I see.
and the kids are just screwing around on the computer, watching TV, and just they're at
Time
they're at that
for
teenager
old
age
man.
where
Are
they
they playing
Anymore.
video games?
I don't know. Yes.
How could you let your kid
Probably.
use the screen for more than 1 hour a day? Despicable.
I know it's so despicable, but you know, this is all I'm going to say with regards to kids and raising them with tech, especially since we didn't have it when we were growing up, not to the same extent that we do now.
Yeah.
Not at this level.
I don't mind the video games for the most part.
Oh,
I don't care that I don't care that the game that they're typically playing is tied to Roblox, but at the same time, I can't say I blame them because Roblox not only popular, but they do have a lot of different imaginative games built within
it teaches kids to program, I think, right?
Exactly. Yeah. There's that aspect, and all their friends play it, so I don't mind if they do it, if they're doing it, if they're playing together, because the two, they've got their computers right next to each other, and if they're playing with their friends, and they can talk them and all that, and since we live more out in the country as opposed to the city, it's a little harder for for friends to come over, for them to go over. So
Yeah, because their
This-
friends look like this dweeb.
so I don't mind it as much.
Looking. Oh, Mankey. It's adorable.
Now, as far as using the phone, yes, we have noticed that if we just let them do what they want with it, they start acting like little shits. So that
Yeah,
is an absolute
Phones are actually satanic. That's what Matt
Yeah.
Walsh missed. Those are
yeah.
the real
Phones and the tablets. You absolutely have to limit their use. Now, I can say that with them being in school, my one is in 8th grade, and her teacher does let her respond to me if she needs to text me, but she also has her watch that can do that. But so at that age, I'm a little bit more lenient. But once 7 o'clock hits, the only thing that they can do with that phone is actually talk with their friends if they're playing on Roblox, assuming that we're letting them play on Roblox, which we are tonight because there's no school and we're not doing anything together. But on a normal night, when 7 o'clock hits, they're done.
Yeah.
Period. So
They
by the time they
explode.
get home,
you have to buy them new ones the next day.
by the time they get home from school, that only gives them a 4-hour window to really do anything. And with the school they go to, they typically always have at least an hour's worth of homework. So they're
You didn't
not.
need tackle. You should have gone rip tackle. You should have kept Harden. What is wrong with you? Not even giving us a chance to speak. Honestly, you know what you did.
This is
You know what you did.
punishment for you now.
You know what you did.
So
I did that one on purpose.
Let me continue here. So, on the weekend, we do give them a little bit more leeway, but typically not very much more. So we have, in years past, we kept it much smaller because, they were younger. As they've gotten older, we've given a little more. I definitely limit their abilities on the phone. They just can't add any program they want. It has to be approved by me. And most of the time I turn it down because they're stupid stuff. No TikTok. Absolutely 100% do not let your kids have any social media. I don't care which one. You want to ruin your kid? That's the way to do it. So don't do it.
I'm gonna be honest. Don't even let your kids go on Reddit. That's a bad idea.
No.
Like not
Any
even that.
social media. No, so no TikTok. Absolutely no Twitter. No Facebook. None of that.
Reddit's
Not-
a honest.
Not even the most benign of them. I will not let them do that. Now,
Do they have Discord accounts?
No.
No.
Oh, dude, they just call their friends literally.
Yeah, well, almost all of their friends have iPhones, so
With a
they'll
corded
do.
phone.
They'll
Literally,
do.
they just call.
Well, they'll do the video.
number memorized.
They'll do the FaceTime.
The old
with their
Yeah,
friends.
candlestick
fair
phone.
enough. Yeah.
But let's see. Let me see. What there was one other thing I was going to say about it, but yeah. No social media. It doesn't matter the type of social media. That's a no.
Oh, really? Not even like Facebook for grandma?
No. Absolutely
interesting.
not. So they don't have any of that. The only thing that I will let them do, at least now that they're a little older, is they can have regular YouTube, and I do pay for the family pack of
YouTube TV.
not YouTube TV, but
Like the red, but it's like
yeah, whatever they
family
call it
red
these
or
days.
whatever.
Yeah. So we don't have to deal with any of the commercials or the ads because they're, let's face it, most
You
of the
never
ads
know
that
what
are
you're
on there are
getting.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know what
You
you're going to
watch-
get.
I guess if you've got the family, you can look at the history there too, right?
Yes, I can look at all their stuff and see what they're doing, and with the parental controls that's on these phones, and even with Scroogle being as difficult as they can be, I can see what they're doing. I check their text messages. I don't let them have things like Snapchat or any of these other chats
Absolutely not.
that can let them delete their stuff. They're not allowed to send pics. They're not allowed to receive pictures. Even something as benign as just them making a stupid pose. No. We told them no. And if we catch them doing any of that, then they lose their phone for a week. Minimum. And we've told them precisely because, you may think it's cute and all that, but when you're dealing with these things, once it's out there, it's always out there. You can't let your guard down even for a second.
The thing is, kids
So-
just do not know. They don't.
No,
have
they
any
don't get-
ability to- They don't have any ability to know what the world is like.
Exactly. So I have to be the hard ass with them, and for the most part, I think it's working and we're doing good. Now, if I had to go and do it again, would I not give them a phone as early? Probably. At least with my daughter. But here's the problem that I faced. Since I'm divorced from her mother gave her a phone first when she was in the 3rd grade.
Ooh.
And we restricted the shit
3rd
out of
grade?
that when she was with us. So, yeah, that was a tough one. I wasn't expecting that, but she did it because she wanted to have her be able to call her without having to come to me and then call her. And I'm okay-ish kind of with that, but if I had to do it again, I would have told her under no circumstances is that device coming home with you. Not until closer to the 5th grade where they start actually talking about certain things about growing up and starting to go through, being the little shit of puberty. So,
And the thing is, what can you really do, right? Because it gives her mom giving her the phone gives her power there.
yeah, that's the other part of it is that happened too. If London got pissed at me for whatever reason, she could call her mom and bitch to her about me, and then of course I would hear it. But I can say since she's gotten older, she still has a phone from her mom, but since I got her own phone, which I think we did I think we did that in 5th grade specifically because if we talk to her or text her, we don't want to have her mother seeing jack shit about what we're talking to her about because it's none of her fucking business. So she doesn't know. After all these years, she still doesn't know that she has 2 phones.
It sounds like.
We got one of those Verizon watches for kids for my
Oh,
daughter.
nice. Yeah.
That's and that really, to be honest, I think does the job for that level. 'Cause,
Exactly.
Thankfully, I haven't had to navigate any type of custody stuff or anything. But that might be my look. I'm very uncomfortable with cell phones, but if you're really super charged up about wanting to be able to communicate, let's do the watch thing, and that way we don't have to worry about all the extra drama.
Yeah.
Going on.
When I got to 6th grade, I changed schools from the school that my sister and I were going to. And then also had after school sports and stuff. So I had what was a glorified radio to contact my dad when I was done with practice so that he could come pick me up because his work was just down the hill. But you couldn't call anybody. You can text anybody. They're your friend oh, what's your number? It's I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. I've got 0 minutes unless you're in my family plan. I don't. What do you want?
Dude, I got one. CB radio we used to use.
That's what it felt like. I mean, I had it was the flip phone with the antenna that you pulled out to increase.
Hey man, those were the shit. My first cell phone was that way. In fact, I had the second, or was it the first? The first camera phone to come onto the market from Sprint 20 years ago this year actually. And it was a Sanyo phone. And it had a standard battery and it had the expanded battery that made it a super fatty. And yeah, if you didn't have that expanded battery, you were dead within 5 hours. It was terrible.
But you were thinking why would I talk for more than 5 hours? That's insane.
Yeah, well, it's
who does that?
Well, now that was back before texting really took off, and back then at that time on the Sprint network, if you wanted to text, you had to have their data plan because they routed it through.
I had this one, the V300.
No,
Yep. I remember the V300. I used to sell them.
That was my
I had an
call for
Ericsson.
pickup button.
You see, I miss phones like that. You wouldn't think that you'd miss them, but I do miss the simplicity of them and not being so tied down to the thing. You can disable a lot of the stuff on your smartphones and all that, but it's not the same.
I like being able to play Game Boy games on my phone.
Brawl Stars.
Yeah, that's fun. But yeah, there are things I would redo, but something like the Verizon watch you mentioned, those are really helpful. My brother-in-law, my custody thing was pretty easy. I hate my ex, she hates me. We both agree to that, but it's not insane. My brother-in-law's ex is quite literally clinically defined insane, and she's done some extremely stupid shit when she had their son around. So they got him one of the watches, and it helped out one time because she decided to go on a bender and kick this 8-year-old out of the house.
You gotta get it. Come on.
Kicked an 8-year-old out because she was drinking?
Because she was being that big of a dumbass. Yes, she kicked him out, and he started walking home. So he had the watch. He called up, and they were able to get him. And because of all this, she lost. It took years, but she finally lost any custody. And the only time that she can see him, or at least the way it was, is she had to take a breathalyzer. And if she had any alcohol level, then it was called off, and that was only once a month.
I know.
Imagine doing that. Imagine being a kid and watching your parent have to take a breathalyzer before.
I had a friend with a blow and go for his truck, and we made fun of him all the time. That's like what? Like on the stroller, you're just like
yeah, that was
trying to spit into it to hope that it doesn't register the same.
Yes, uncle wanting to use a flip phone. What is this thing? It's a smartphone. I don't want it. I want my old flip phone. But it doesn't work anymore. Why doesn't it work? Because it only used 2G and we haven't used that in 10 years. Oh! Yeah.
But I do miss the simplicity to a degree. When I took the my social media fast for Lent, it was nice in many regards. And once I went back to it, my wife like immediately noticed. She goes, "You seem more distracted now."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "That's probably true." And then I'm like, maybe I just should take off more.
You know what you did.
I do.
That's what I thought.
No, you're absolutely right. And it's having the phone that can do it. Even though I could remove it from there, it's just so much harder to do it. I'm so used to it now. I mean, my brain's been rewired to live off this damn thing, whether I'm working or not. If I'm doing my day job, I listen to stuff. I'll watch YouTube because I can, or I'll listen to music or listen to a book, and I can quickly scroll through it, check see what type of shenanigans dipshits are getting into, or who I have to flame on Twitter. But if I was to, I just can't break away from it now. If I really want to do that, I would have to get a basic flip phone. The problem is though, even the most basic of flip phones now are running a stripped down version of Android, and they run like dog shit. But you can still get that stuff. Even if it works terribly, you can still get it.
Yeah.
So it's tough. Out of all the flip phones that I used to sell prior to the advent of smartphones, if I could get one, resurrect it, bring it up to be able to use, like LTE or VoLTE or even the 5G cancer frequencies, if I could bring a model, I would probably bring the Motorola Razr.
I loved that phone. That was a great phone.
I had an LG Envy, the original Envy. I love
nice.
Yes,
that.
the Envy
That
was a good
phone
one.
I'm hard on phones as far as,
Yeah.
I break a lot of them just because it's in my pocket, or I'm working on something, or I lean against something or whatever.
Come on, man, and I squeeze things. And I
Ah, just with my big old
Using
hands.
Vine.
Trump size hands. Very, very large.
But if I could get one of those with current Bluetooth specifications, I would be thrilled. I could call if I needed to, but I wouldn't have to worry about checking any of the rest of it because I know the phone can't. I really wish we could do that, but
I feel like ultimately it's, we talk about it, it's just down to our own self-discipline to
yeah.
pull ourselves away from it. And I'm just as bad as anybody else about it, because I did feel better when I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
And
And
even
then
though
you
I
went right back to it.
went right back to it, and because I could see it, like the notifications, because I've got all my social media accounts, because I've got an Apple, I got an iPhone, so I got them all in this little square, and I'm like, boop, 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 put them all in there, and you can just see notifications. Facebook, 99 notifications. A lot of people want to talk to me. These people want to talk to me. They want things.
I'm important in their lives.
Yeah.
I'm not, and it doesn't matter.
That dopamine hit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got to take off again. Go hang out with the kid that's a little more before we call it a night. And yeah. All right, gentlemen. You take care. Have a great night. And yeah, we're gonna have to. I think
Better
we're gonna
get
have
them
to
Blink
pare
Kid.
down the anime because these 2 years were just way too much.
Yeah, you got like 1,000 coming for this
I
decade.
feel like you have to pare down every single year.
Yeah, just cut out all the OVAs. They'll cut like 7 off of each season that you've picked.
Don't
Maybe you
cut
just
them
cut
out.
out like half
Probably
of the
more.
isekai.
Keep them.
We just barely got into any of the isekai stuff. We just
I know it's better to
barely
start
get
sooner rather
smartphone.
than later.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. All right, everybody. Take care.
So yeah.
Later.
Yep.
See ya.
Jitter phone for
Anyway,
big.
nothing.
See, there you go. There you go, Stu. You get a jitter phone for your big hands.
No, you gotta catch it.
Get
is
my-
Quick
no,
is Quick
all of-
gonna let it survive?
No,
But
you
is
gotta
it
catch
L-shaped phone?
Probably.
Is it
I
an
mean,
L-shaped phone?
Cortana is very under leveled, if I remember correctly. I can't see the level from here.
Stu only uses L-shaped phones.
I only use his L-shaped.
Yeah, you don't need to hurt.
Oh, that's true.
You can cap
I
it.
I have a T-shaped desk today for testosterone
Ooh.
because the Swedish standing desk is next to
Yeah,
this desk
basically
because I
for
didn't
this
have time to
season,
switch
I
desks.
hate everything.
It depends
That's how
on
it
how
is.
high the T-shape. Do you have a low?
Guys,
It
Can
could
we-
be a
Is it
standing
low?
T
Is
if
that
you'd
low or
like.
Is it that high?
can we make note that Serranos changed his PFP from a furry to an actual furry?
Is it? It looks like Pipkin is a Joker. Like what?
Yeah,
What is this?
Pipkin is a furry.
Or is it?
Unironic
Is it a
furry.
member of Kiss?
Unironic, yes.
That's interesting. Yeah, I found this. I found this new anime face. I'll post it in the fan art so Blaine can see it.
Alex
you.
understands. Alex
Finally.
always understands.
We
Yeah,
didn't know
he
you
does.
had it in you.
Food truck update because Alex Moore asked. The shop that's working on it told me should be done by the end of next week with the updates, and then we get into the physical inspections. So I don't know, a month.
Permitting.
So you can bring this up now, Blaine. You can just check
Okay.
that out. High resolution.
Oh, nice, your capture
Pippa.
card.
Yeah, posted that too.
Oh
So
God.
I got the AverMedia GC553
Uh-huh.
Gamer Ultra.
Oh, nightmare fuel.
Yep.
This reminds me of the that creepy Pooh Bear art where it's like
It's-
Winnie the
the kid
Pooh
that
and everybody
watched
that's all
too much- Had
terrified.
too much screen time.
That is Pippa, you're right.
Ah, it's terrifying. Imagine an anime truck. I'm scouring cars from Japan every day to see if there's a good mini truck available because that's next on the list. Oh, nice fan art, Jimmy. Look at that ass on Pete or Zelda.
Yeah. I told you I have good stuff. I just don't share it very often.
This is AI generated or is that
Mine? No. No,
it's
not.
drawn?
Not at
That's
all.
it's natty. Is that what you're saying? All right.
You just gotta know who to follow.
What are you gonna name it, Blaine? What are you gonna name this Mudkip?
I'm not naming the Mudkip. I don't name the Pokemons. What do you think I am?
He doesn't name Pokemon. He's a
They're
human.
not real peoples.
Some kind of monster? They come with names. Its name is
They don't even
Mudkip.
get names in the show.
Mudkip!
Hold on, wait. I gotta.
Like, Ash and Pikachu, lifelong friends. Does not name it.
That is true. He
No,
doesn't
name-
ever
Ash
give it a
named his
separate name.
Gengar.
It's true. And I follow Ash's example. You can see it in the Discord. I don't need to pull it up. I believe in you. You've got the ability.
Yeah, you're there. 3 days a week.
How are the Mason novels? Are they on audio? Blaine's truck will be ready by December. That's how it feels. I'm worried. I think I might have captured a male Mudkip.
Hand orange covering eyes. Hand
Ah,
orange covering eyes.
Oops.
Yeah, but you couldn't catch the one thing everyone wanted.
Dang it. I can't just look at the box.
You
Can I just
couldn't get the
can I just-
swaddle. Yeah, it's called Move.
Move? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Level 15. That's a high level. Are you making fun of my
guess-
level? Or,
I-
oh, you
I
changed
guess
the-
Mudkip's a tie Pokemon. Maybe
Zelda
from
got
the
a dumpy.
Philippines.
It's true. Zelda do got a dumpy. Why do you think Link is speechless all the time? Use that Raid Shadow Legends money. I've already spent that money. That was not a big paycheck from Raid Shadow Legends.
Nico, where were you on? You weren't.
None of you played it. None of you played Rage Shadow.
Not enough of you played it for me to be able to go to dinner.
Nico, you can come to Blaine stream. You're not gonna come to mine. Traitor.
He knows who the best streamer is in this house.
This house.
In this house.
Oh, he still got gas in his tank. That's gross. Oh, it's this guy again. This
What?
character model's hilarious.
That's a
Why is he
really
what?
weird pose.
You caught him. Oh, Machop is a little adorable. Little like jumper.
Awful design. I hate it.
That looks like a communist right there. Just the color scheme's messed
Kick
up.
it in the teeth.
I want to see Conkeldurr, man. I want to see Conkeldurr Moemon.
Dude, have you
I
seen
can
the
hear
design?
its stomach growling from here.
Serranos, have you seen the design for Conkeldurr?
I haven't. No, that's why I say I want to see it.
Dude, it is unironically a really good design. I looked up some of the designs.
Did you look up the ones from this
Yes.
version? Or okay.
Yeah, this version.
Anyway, all right. Do we want to play this V video?
Who's
Yeah.
the-
As I
Alright.
say, you could also play the Quarterings reaction. He covers basically everything.
We'll get to it. We'll play everybody's reaction. We're gonna play this one next. So this is what is it? Romanian YouTube TV?
Yes. You just call him V.
Or just call him V.
Just call him V. Everybody knows who that
Happening
is.
on
If
the
they don't
right
know who that
wing,
is, they'll
and-
learn who that is.
They'll learn who V is. Well, here's V.
People are getting very emotional about it, and I don't understand why, because in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really mean much.
Is that his actual
But I
voice?
guess people are
that's
vested
it.
due to the fact that they are fans of these two major celebrities, which are having a spat on Twitter. So let's hear what Matt Walsh had to say first.
The right's weird obsession with disavowing video games, anime, and social media is why they will never appeal to most of Gen Z. The base is literally
Oh yeah. That's why I just used tackle. That's right.
dying off, and most of the voices in the community are actively refusing recruits. Well, with all due respect to Jeremy from the Quartering, I think it's safe to say that I have recruited more people into conservatism than he ever has or ever will. I do sometimes, I have to admit, get a little bit tired of hearing lectures on effectiveness from.
Do you think someone who wasn't already a conservative would become conservative listening to someone like Matt Walsh?
No.
No.
Normie, yeah, they would. But
You think
again,
a
it's-
normie that's not a
Do
conservative?
you think a
already?
normie is like? Do you think a normie is like actually conservative
No,
though, or
a
they
lot-
just changed their
You
opinion?
think a
a bit?
normie
There's-
sees his take on anime?
No,
and is like,
there's a
"Huh."
lot of people. There's a lot of people out there who get to a point where they are looking for something, and they will latch on to a Matt Walsh or Jordan Peterson, or somebody like that, and it will change their perspective on things. It happens a lot. It happens with faith and religion too, as well. It's just you, and with people that you wouldn't understand. Who would take Joel Osteen seriously?
Right.
People do, because he says something that appeals to them for something.
Because
some
he tells
reason,
them how
but-
to earn a lot of money by giving him money.
But they don't. Like, how long does
Yeah.
that last? If I keep giving him money, I'm gonna finally be rich too.
I'm gonna mute you, Michael. I swear to sweet Ghiblis.
Dude, I just want to
We should just kill Michael at some point. You know?
Catch it. I want.
But I
I'll,
think
I
that-
will try. I will try. I will try.
This whole thing is
We gotta
just
find out
like
where he lives first.
it's just like a Rick Warren going, "Hey, look at how many people I've converted to the cause." No one cares. Nobody cares. Who gives a shit? Your take is either good or it's not.
Yeah. I make people on the right side. Do you though?
I'm the biggest
I-
conservative in the sector.
Exactly. That is what it sounds
sector.
like. That is what it sounds like.
from people
If you
who
are
are far
the biggest
less
in the sector.
effective.
Right, so in recent months, there have been people who, either jokingly or seriously, have disavowed entertainment that is quite popular. Entertainment such as anime, video games, and Matt Walsh is one of them. I believe he jokingly said that anime is satanic. And this caused the controversy, where you have other individuals that are saying, well, hold on a little bit. You may alienate people if you behave like this. So Matt Walsh is saying, well, yeah, but I get more people to join conservatism, and therefore I'm right and you're wrong. Which is a point, but if you zoom out,
it's
if
not.
you look at the grand scale of things, you notice that the left is investing millions, if
Good
not
job, Blaine.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, not millions, literal
Millions
billions
dollars.
and billions of dollars. By the way,
I'm gonna pretend that what he meant to say was, it's a point, not that it's a good point.
Oh. It's English. He used words.
It's a point because like think of it, it's a point. Like
Borat.
I like this. I'm Romanian. It's been I had a bunch of classmates that were Romanian for various reasons. The area in like the SeaTac location is highly it's
You know the,
Ukrainian led, I'll say.
I was gonna say, you know, the one is like Borat, where give a monkey a gun, so monkey.
Oh yeah. We're getting the monkey a gun.
Women drive cars. That is obvious mistake. We learned not do silly things like that since the Sanadu massacre in 1992.
What happened to the massacre?
Multiple women drove cars that day. Many people died.
It's just the literal South Park.
It's just
old
how it
people
works.
driving bit.
Women drive car, people die. It's a direct correlation.
That is true. I saw a car straight up on fire the other day. Actually, let me see if I can pull this up. It was like I've seen cars on fire, but like this thing was an inferno. Just whoosh, gone. Like I imagine there was nothing left but a little bit of like warm concrete.
Woman driving.
And like the emergency crew didn't seem to be like hurried or anything, so I'm guessing that the driver was like out. But yeah, it was like, dang, I don't think I've seen anything like this in a long time.
Could have been their boss in there. Maybe that's why they were taking their time.
All right, let's see.
All I gotta say is the last 2 times I've seen people stop the drive-through, it was a woman.
Just stop the drive-through.
Yeah, like crash the car there, you know. That's from your dash cam.
Yeah, the dash cam that is telling my wife to film it.
Well, I mean, you already have a dash cam. Why do you need another?
Damn.
Is that a Magnum?
No, it's like a Nissan Sentra.
No. The car behind it.
Probably they're usually Chargers or something, or it is a Magnum, yeah.
That
So
is
it's
a
the same
Magnum.
There you
dog.
go.
Yeah,
I used to have one. I love that thing, but man, dude,
that's
get
the
some
safety
funding.
car.
Get some funding in your
You know what?
department.
Here's what it was. They all wanted the Charger, so they got all the Chargers for all the like actual like drive around cars, and then they were like, well, if you get all the Chargers, you got to buy these Magnums too. And they're like, the hell are we gonna do with that? They're like, no, we'll just use them for like security or something. So they have a bunch of these Magnums for like the just kind of safety crew that'll show up with a gallon of gas. Like if you get like
the roadside
Yeah.
assistance guys.
Yeah, so they all have these Magnums, and then like a year after having the Chargers, they were like, these things fucking suck, and they all switched over to like 2015, 2016 Tahoes. Like it's the whole fleet. It's hilarious. But this car is just, it's gone. Like that car's not going to be there in another 5 minutes. Like crazy.
Always a Nissan.
God, just on fire.
It
It
really is
rear-ended
mean.
something. Huh. Just a little fuel got a little too hot. Gone.
That really does prove the point, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
You know who drives
either
Wall
someone
another
that-
Nissan.
It's either someone that was a woman or someone that thinks like a woman. There's no other way about
what
it.
the Nissan means it's a woman. Was it a two-door Nissan?
I think that's a four-door. I think the Sentra is a four-door. That's a mom Nissan.
That was the cheapest car at CarMax, Nissan.
Was it?
No.
That would make sense.
Cheapest
I feel like
sedan.
anytime I rent a car, it's always like a Nissan something. Which is weird because they're like not a super cheap brand. Like if you look at like the rest of their line, but then you get down to their base models and you're like, God, who wants a Sentra? Like who's like, yeah, it's my dream car. I want a Sentra.
Would know I drive a Kia.
Yeah, I know. You and your poor Kia. Someday you'll get a cool midlife crisis car, but you're not there yet.
I had a Subaru WRX. Thank you very much. When they when they first came by at 02.
Dang, I'm not gonna be able to find this video. I saw this video that was like a POV driving your Camaro to Cars and Coffee, and like the opening scene is the guy's foot coming out of the car with the New Balance with the tall socks. he puts like the window stickers in the windshield to like show what is in his Corvette. Has the little sign.
That's not a Camaro, that's the Corvette.
Yeah.
You gotta tuck your shirt.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Into your shorts, no belt.
Sets up the folding like lawn chair and like sits down. It's like I've been to some of these car shows and those guys they just sit there looking at their car. It's really funny.
I used to work at a Corvette speed shop, and it was, I mean, the especially the classic Corvettes coming in was so amazing. But at the same time, they're like, it's got 3,600 miles on it. I'm like, are you serious? Like, if I had a mid-year Corvette with a big block, everybody in town would know because I would drive it everywhere. You would always see it. Oh, there's Stuart driving by.
That's insane.
With his 67.
I had like 250,000 on my little Toyota truck from 87. And then probably 270 on my Honda Prelude 88. Oh, look at me using tackle again. Classic. Yeah, those cars they don't die and people just drove them all the time everywhere. You don't allow shirts tucked in with no belt at work. Why would you tuck in a shirt without a belt? Are you a boxer who needs it not to like get caught on your shorts? Like what?
Yeah, that's a bit interesting, isn't it?
They do be like that.
God,
Darn Zoomers.
It's so weird.
Drama.
Oh yeah.
Billions of dollars in entertainment. And I do believe that their entertainment is far more successful at attracting people. And if you want to know my counter-argument to this, I unironically learned more conservative values from watching Naruto than going to church. So, entertainment...
Like, anytime my mom tries to, like, tell me something, she's like, oh, a reminder for this life lesson, it's always something I learned on The Simpsons. Every time.
That's because your mom wrote The Simpsons.
It's true. My mom knows. That's how I'm gonna get Conan on the show one of these days.
Christianity.
He's Orthodox. You didn't hear that? You didn't hear that part?
He's Romanian.
He's Romanian. He's automatically Orthodox. That makes him more Christian. He's more Christian than we are because of it.
It's true.
Not if he's watching anime.
Have you seen the new Pope mobile? Oh wait, I guess Orthodox don't care about the Pope, do they?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was what the Great
Schism
was
they
all
literally
about.
don't care about the Pope at all.
No.
My mom was just March.
The Pope's
because they were
just
like,
a
what?
Jackass to
I
them.
should play as Russian my next game.
Play as Russian what?
It started as Muscovy in 1444. You gotta expand, you gotta take over Novgorod, go into Sweden, kick those people's asses, fight the Ottomans, fight Poland.
Muscovy is a type
Kill the
of duck.
hordes. That's interesting.
Yeah, just in case you want to know.
Some of you guys are okay. Don't show up to the Ottoman Empire tomorrow.
It's a little hard to avoid that. They took over everything.
Just keep
Just go
walking.
to Brazil, dude. They weren't there.
Not until they get exploration ideas. Then they get a boat. They find out.
You
how
know
to
what?
use
You know what
boats.
sucks? Whenever we talk about world history, we never bring up South America.
Do we not?
losers.
So yeah, who are your favorite South American figures?
That's why I have you here.
I
Can you
like
name more than one?
Tenochtitlan.
Caesar Chavez.
I'm talking about history. I'm not talking about communism.
Moctezuma.
They don't exist.
I wouldn't count
What was the
America.
Escobedo? One of the cartels. Cartel
El
guys.
Chapo.
Giancarlo Esposito.
One of the Nazis that escaped to Argentina. I don't know any others. I'm lost. I don't know what else to say here.
Wait, wasn't one of the characters in G Gundam from South America? Can it be?
Can I be him? Is it Tequila Gundam? Is that the answer? The best part is the Tequila Gundam is the same color scheme as my Margaritaville that I'm going to be using tomorrow. That weird beigeish tan and green. It's so perfect.
It just looks
I
like the
just
paper
assumed you
that
guys
it's
were
on
gonna
is
know
yellowed.
Pachacuti.
Bachacooty? I don't know that one.
No, Pachacuti, the Incan
Pachacuti.
leader. He's the guy that like basically he held the Incan Empire. He was like the main guy. He was like. the
Oh
most
yeah, I
notable
know my
leader
favorite
of the
South
Incan
American
Empire.
historical figure, Cortez.
Yeah, I mean, he was in South America. He didn't specify he had to be born there.
Yep. It's true. Although I would call that Central America still, but you know, we can details.
Oh my goodness. So what? We got to go
There's-
south of the Yucatan? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, Selma, is she? Which country is she from?
Who?
Selma Hayek. Is she?
Peru?
I have to look it up.
Isn't she Hispanic? Right?
Yeah, but I mean, oh, she's Mexican. Okay, yeah, she's Mexican.
Oh,
Eh,
she's straight
close
up.
enough.
Yeah, that's-
We'll include it.
She has 2 great points.
It's not wrong.
Zing.
Salma Hayek has like frozen in time. I swear. She has got a painting of an old lady in her attic.
Geminier with the obligatory Pinochet.
Yeah. Tuati isn't still alive. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
I
in
think-
peace.
Butters from South Park has to be my favorite South American hero.
Really?
Yeah.
What does Google say? Famous South American historical figure.
So Selma Hayek doesn't count because that's Central America.
No, it counts. We'll include it.
Yeah, we'll allow
Big
it.
enough to account for both continents.
Anything
Everything
below-
south of Trump's wall is South America.
It's called the southern border.
I'm
because
going with
everything past
Chupacabra
it
on
is
this one.
southern.
Chupacabra.
Chupatangy.
Yeah, Chupacabra.
You know how far away my brain has to travel to get to South America?
I'll
Pretty
tell
far.
you what.
Gosh, that takes me all the way back to when Rooster Teeth was funny. The
Yeah.
first season of Red versus Blue.
The RBB. Yeah, I was gonna say that was the only thing I could think of.
The only thing they made that I enjoyed.
What are you talking about? Haven't you guys seen Ruby?
Ruby.
Ruby. Yeah, Ruby.
Ruby.
Man, I can't read half of these names. Oh, Paulo Coelho. Does he count? Where's he from?
Oh, Pablo Escobar.
That's who Sue's trying to reference.
Yeah, I said Escobedo because I was channeling my
What
Jack
about
Ryan.
Picasso?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Paulo Coelho's
No,
from
that's Spain.
he's from
That's
Brazil.
Spain.
That works. Is he dead?
What about
No, he's
Shinzo
still
Abe?
alive. Damn it. I can't he's not historical yet.
The past is history. You don't have to be dead to be part of history.
Yes, you do. It doesn't count.
List of
Hey.
Latin. There's a Wikipedia list of Latin Americans.
Of all of them?
Yeah, apparently.
Every single
It's just
one.
all
Serrano,
Here-
you on there?
Yeah.
random
Not
order.
yet.
I'm gonna
This
edit
list
it
is
and put him.
incomplete. You can help by expanding it.
Oh, Diego Berto.
Edit it.
I don't think I would ever end up on there either. If, like, say I got.
Well,
famous.
this is
I don't think
this
I-
is
I don't think they'd
actors.
Count me.
So we gotta go past actors. Artists and designers.
Up right there, the first one. Alejandro.
Alejandro.
Never been there.
I don't know any of these painters. Candido. Fashion. Okay, let's see.
Giselle.
Maybe I know somebody here.
Giselle.
Yeah. Dun,
Oh wait,
dun,
you're not so
dun.
familiar with the sports ball.
I know who Giselle Bundchen is, okay? Just because I don't follow sports ball and a guy who, like, open mouth Frenches his boy doesn't mean that I don't know what's culturally relevant.
Wait,
Okay.
why are we talking about? Damn it, what's his name? I've screwed the joke up.
Yeah, you did. Isn't it Tom Brady? Isn't Giselle
I was
married
gonna
or
say,
was
what's
married to him?
The Dalai Lama, damn it.
I don't understand what kind of
Gandhi?
joke you're actually trying to make.
No, not Gandhi, the Dalai Lama.
Gandhi?
What about Andre the Giant? Remember Andre?
Gandhi?
Andre the Giant? Where's he from?
France.
France.
Oh, funny. Oh, Guillermo
Also
del Toro. He's old enough to count.
There you go.
Damn, he's really old.
There's Simon Bolivar.
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 Fuck you, Bolivar.
Fidel Castro's on here.
Hmm.
There's Che Guevara.
Bunch of dead communists. That's good.
Mostly. Adolfo. Remember what I said earlier. Monarchs. Music.
Oh,
I didn't think you guys
Michael
would be
Jackson.
caring enough about this to keep looking at this.
Well, why'd you bring it up then?
I made it. That was a joke.
I don't know, but were we watching a video?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just a joke. I didn't
Oh.
expect you to actually care beyond looking.
never know
like,
where you're
guessing,
gonna
like,
end up.
twice.
I thought there was gonna be. You were gonna be like,
No, there was
oh, this
nothing
is
more
so
than
and
that.
so whose birthday it is today, or something like May the
I don't know
4th,
why
and
you'd
you also
expect
did
that.
special effects on. What do you mean? I don't
I just
expect you to
I just
have
wanted to flex,
more.
like, oh, I know more about history than you. That's all it was.
Oh God. Well, you didn't say one, and we've said lots. So.
I literally said Pachacudi. I thought that was the one you were gonna bring up. I was like, I was done with that.
Oh, I see.
I
What's up,
won when I
Carolina?
'Cause that's what I
59
was thinking
Pride.
of when I was mentioning that. That was the one person.
Oh, wrong.
The common cold.
Michael has a
That's my
Che
favorite
shirt.
South American.
And the main joke about that.
I don't know who
is the
Che
fact
is.
that, like, there aren't
Che
that.
Guevara. You would have. I think they tattooed it on your torso when you were born. That's usually what happens. I think in California.
Fair enough. Wait, it's that guy?
Yeah, the guy that's on his
The
shirt.
beret. The guy with the beret.
He the one with the beanie?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called a beret,
Yes.
but we can call it a beanie for now, I guess.
Dude,
A Barrett?
I thought that was Mexican.
A
Tim
beret.
Pool.
Yeah.
I've
That's
played
Mexican
Final
Tim.
Fantasy VII.
Yeah, yeah, I know the dark-skinned one's called Barrett. That's how it works.
And has the potential of instilling values into people and completely dismissing it and saying it that it should be banned or it's wrong if someone does it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not concerned trolling, other than people like Matt Walsh can say what they want. But when I will have a child, I would rather have the child watch anime than watch Netflix. So
Well,
my
what about
point
anime
is
on
that
Netflix?
entertainment is essential.
No, that's
Like,
not
I-
allowed.
Like, I kind of
Vinland
get the
Saga.
point. I get the point, but like, it's a weird. I think you need to tune your script up a little bit. But
Well, he
that's
doesn't
fine.
script his videos.
We can let it pass.
The
You think
human
he's
experience.
Oh no, I guess is this a live stream and he's just cutting it?
No, he just like straight up just like starts hits record and starts talking.
That's amazing. He does this 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh,
You
yeah,
like
how
the
could you people
border.
do this? Right?
He's like the Romanian quartering. That's crazy.
His channel's under attack.
Yeah, and he makes like 1,000
we have
videos
the
a day.
Quartering. We have the quartering at home. The quartering at home.
There you go. Yeah.
The import quartering.
Got it at
You
all.
cannot have an ideology that encourages people to work themselves to death 24/7 and then expect people to join that ideology. I mean, even the conservatives, when I grew up, they had the concept of fun. Like, they had movies, they enjoyed.
How how old is this guy? And is Romanian conservatives more fun than American conservatives? Because I grew up with conservatives that were not cool about anime. Like
Satanic Panic.
No, he's not talking about anime. I thought he was talking about entertainment in general.
Just entertainment in general, maybe. But
No.
like
Purity rings.
my Northwest Baptist Church was
Here we go.
basically the church from Footloose. Like that was where I
man.
grew up. I don't want to change Pokemon. Get out of here.
No dancing for you.
Yeah, no dancing, no music unless it came in the hymnal. None of that.
Wait,
Well,
going to
that's the
opera,
joke.
to theater, like there were.
The joke? What
The
joke?
joke is why are Baptists not allowed to have sex standing up? Because it might lead to dancing.
Oh, yes. Classic. You just awoken like a very deep history in my
I
brain.
bet you think you're funny, don't you?
He's not wrong. I've heard this before. Yeah, it was always very strange. Very, very strange. But I got involved with like the soundboard and stuff, so like I learned a lot about audio visual tech there. So that's very useful. Which is weird because they're so not that usually. Yeah, eat shit, Kelsey. Just want everybody to know that I
Baptist
beat.
attitude coming out in him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to break out the Baptist whipping stick.
Eat
Hey,
shit,
y'all
sinner.
care about spoilers for Kamikatsu?
No.
Not one iota.
Okay, so I do want to explain what I mean by it changed everything. And,
You need
Okay.
antidote
and
blame.
someone actually brought up.
I'm just running back to the Poke Center, so.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually brought someone in chat brought up what I was going to mention about it, but like in a different context. So the 5th episode is very fast paced, and they pull the big plot twist in it is Planet of the Apes, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
But do they pull the Planet of the Apes and explain how our main character got zapped into this world?
Well, yeah, he has a god with him.
Oh, they just use the god as like, oh, the
The
god
god
did it.
revived
It's like,
him in the future.
Oh yeah, no, this is Earth. We just came super far into the future where they delete religion.
Gotcha.
Like
Okay.
literally doesn't exist anymore.
But also the other big twist is that gods are back.
Oh, so now
Yeah,
they're
like,
like
the
all trying to
Empire
like
is-
fight for.
Yeah, like the Empire is dead, and the Empire actually had soldiers that have the same power system as the gods.
Hmm.
So now they're becoming new gods. Anyway, that's pretty much Kamikatsu. New episode.
That's interesting. I wish it was actually good.
Yeah, same.
Alfarius makes a good point about
American
conservatives.
conservatives have roots in Puritanism, while the rest of the world's con parties weren't. There's a reason why Puritans were banished or had to flee to America. They were annoyingly unfun.
I mean, have you talked to a Calvinist?
I
Yeah.
don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Calvinists have very strict
Canadians.
rules about their hermeneutics.
Oh.
Oh man.
That's right. I'm breaking out the big words, Stu. I had a Calvinist Bible teacher for like 3 years. That was
There was
it's
a phase.
interesting. It was very interesting, but it was very strict.
It's very depressing.
Why bother? It's basically Christian nihilism is how I feel about
That's very good way of explaining it, I think. I mean, I've never lived in it. It's not something I subscribe to, but man, it just feels like that when you hear them.
it. No reason to dig too much of that. Why would I talk to a Calvinist? I like my ears. Yeah. I see you know one.
I'm glad I've never really had to talk to Calvinists ever. It's
Your
very
uncle's
nice.
a Calvinist. He's ex-military though, so he's fun. Oh man, I
I don't know how
guess.
that ever came to be. That's interesting.
Although I'm interested because is that why like other parts of the world have like 30 parties or like 10 parties? Like they have crazy political systems because they don't have here's the old way and then here's the new way, the way that we kind of split ours into, or I'm so interested about that.
I think that's really just because we're America is results driven, and the other places are just.
America is bad and good.
It's hard to say. It's like you don't really know. It just seems like the kind of losers, really.
Yeah.
I think you should have waited so Aaron could get experience.
Hey, what's up, IJP? You think I should just keep running Aaron? I kind of want to get to Blastoise, though. I don't know how far that's going to take, but
It's at 36.
at 36, where am I at right now? I'm at 25 right now.
I think how he knew that right off the top of his head, like immediately.
It's
Didn't even
the
have to-
standard numbers for Pokemon games: 16 and then 36.
16
Though,
and 36. Got it. What about
sometimes it
Pidgeotto,
ranges
though?
And it goes like 18
Okay.
and 36, but like it's always 36. I'm pretty sure.
Our parties are the fault of Jefferson versus Hamilton. I know, like, colloquial they are, but I mean, like, more fundamentally about the split of, like, I feel like a lot of our parties tend to be don't change versus change. But then they kind of pick where they want the change to go to.
And they don't really want a resolution to it either.
Yeah, like a lot of that's the funny part about a lot of like Second Amendment discussions is forever, like all of the historical precedent on the Second Amendment is that states can restrict as much as they want. And it isn't until recently that you actually have like case law and everything that starts bringing it the other direction, which is more in line with how it's written. So really, you're not a conservative argument with like, oh, let's go to this historical thing, let's conserve the way it's been. You're actually looking for it to be changed to, you know, this interpretation should be done. So it doesn't really make sense from a naming standpoint, if that makes sense to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea really is, I think it's better to have ideas you're actually trying to push rather than just like, I like this.
Good morning, Kidda. How are you doing? I got IJP and Kidda both popping up over here.
And I have a kiddo with me.
And you got the little gray Kidda. It's cute. Fun fact, neocons are rooted in Trotskyism, not conservatism. Oh, interesting.
Trotskyism.
Oh, Trotskyism.
Yeah, like the guy from from Russia.
The Russian Trotsky?
Yes.
That one? Okay.
Sounds like
Lenin,
communism to
Trotsky.
me.
You know, those guys.
Yeah, and that's always one of those weird things too, because like by like word definition, I'm pretty liberal. Like at the end of the day, like I have a very like we should be allowed to do things. But if you say like, oh, I'm pretty liberal, people immediately are like, oh, you're a lefty, and it's like, no, I don't think that's not what that means.
The classical liberal versus progressive liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's like, why do I have to like add extra definitions to my words?
Blaine just hates like anything that lets people understand words better. He just doesn't like anything being described. He'd rather people just be like, what? All day. And people asking questions.
I'd rather
all the
people
time.
use the meanings of words the way they are supposed to be used and not keep making up new meanings for words based on what they think somebody
Looking
means.
for rationality
I think
in
Blaine
politics
means
was your
that he
first
doesn't really
mistake.
know what he wants. That's what
I know he wouldn't join the 10 out of 10 political party.
It's true. Get out of here, 10 out of 10s. Well, and it's like with Ronan when he's like, Akira Toriyama's dumb. I'm like, he's not dumb in the definition of dumb. Like, what do you mean by that? He's like, oh, I just don't like what he writes. Like, okay, cool. We can get to that point, but like, you gotta figure out what people's definitions are way too much nowadays. Why can't we just all say what things mean?
PSA Sitch.
Yeah.
All arguments are about arguments of definition.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, that's a trash quote.
That's
Let's
the
finish this
first
video.
part of the argument. What did you say?
Let's finish this video so I can go to bed.
All right. I don't know how much
East
longer
Coast
it is.
time.
Activities
Dude, there's
of
like 6 more
entertainment
videos.
that conservatives enjoyed. So if you're the type of conservative
Yeah, we're 3 minutes into a 10-minute video on this one. If you want to bounce now, Stu, you can bounce.
I'll see.
If you want
I'm
to be
hanging in there.
weak, you can go.
S class is not best class. S class is sloppy.
A team all the way.
A team is the true team. We want words to mean what they mean. Meanwhile, Sitch is like, we're just arguing over a definition. It's like, that's step one. We determine our definitions, and then we argue after that. Anyway, sorry, Stu, back to you. Are you good for another 7 minutes of commentary based?
When I dip, I'll just say, "Hey, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
All right, see ya.
I'm gonna go take a Joe Biden."
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll do that when you do it.
Gotta take a nap on the
that
floor.
doesn't like
just
video
like Joe
games and
Biden.
anime, then you should suggest something else. Because I see, and I'm not talking about Matt Walsh anymore. You know, I'm talking in general on people on Twitter. I see individuals that are constantly encouraging, well, we need to ban this, we need to ban that. And the question is, like, what are you replacing
I've
it
got
with?
a girlfriend.
And the answer is crickets. So, yeah, it is a good question. Like, how do you expect not to fight with other conservatives over the shrinking pond of fish that exist in the right-wing sphere? How are you going to fight with the leftists is the question. Because the left-wingers, they do have entertainment. And right now, they're dropping the ball. This is why so many people watch anime. They do not watch anime because anime is that much better. They watch anime because there's nothing else to watch in the Western media.
I'd say he's half true.
That was a weird thing. That was just really weird at the first part where he was like, "What are you gonna replace it with?" Like literally any other activity.
I think, yeah, the idea of replacing it with something that has to be a visual, like audio-visual medium, I think is the idea.
Yeah.
It's like you replace it with YouTube, you replace it with, I don't know.
And yeah, the idea
Netflix,
is people want,
Hulu, that kind of
people want
thing.
to consume this type of content. They're not just going to stop consuming this type of content.
I don't
Just
think
'cause you
Matt
don't like
Walsh
it.
is gonna push anybody away from conservatism that already is there. They're just gonna not like Matt Walsh for his stupid take.
Yeah, and this goes back to my opening point of like, I don't think Matt Walsh is making people conservative. I don't even know if you can actually make people conservative. I think people have certain values that they hold, and that at some point, enough of the choices on the election ticket will line up with one side or the other, and they'll pick that side or the other. But I don't think a lot of people are just straight up, yes, everything the Republican Party says or everything the Conservative Party says, yes, everything the Democrat Party says. Like there's very few people that are 100% one or 100% the other. Now, there may be people that are a lot one way or a lot the other way, but like there's always going to be something that the party that you align with a lot with hits a topic and you're just like, I don't agree with you. Or are you guys all like straight up down one line?
I will go for whatever the people tell me to do. If Matt Walsh says I should jump off a bridge, I'm going to do it yesterday.
You lost the NPC comment.
How says jump off a bridge, I ask how high.
Is Low Tier God a political party?
Yes.
Yes, actually. I guess you could be low tier God party. Whichever is pro-gun, anti-dudes in dresses, in women's restrooms, and anti-pedo. Yeah, see, like I said, you got three things that you're like, these things are important to me.
But
what if that side that believes all those things changes your tax rate to 90%?
My theft rate?
Yeah, your
There you
theft
go.
rate.
See, it's about how you grew up as well, like how you were raised. Obviously, your parents are gonna have an influence on you, and then when you go in higher up, like into high school. I went through this because I remember in one grade I was like, you know what, socialism, this is really great. Everybody shares stuff, you know. Oh, right on, this is great. The next year, boom, conservative. Just you know, things happen and you learn more about things, and maybe they're not so good. You get the ideas, and then when you start. And then you get a job and you're like, oh, right on, I'm earning money. Wait a minute. these guys are taking my money away from
Where'd
me.
my
What's going on
paycheck
here?"
go?
Yeah. So you're switching all the time. You're constantly evolving and growing. It's like, okay, I like the conservative. Oh no, maybe liberal is where I want to be at. Oh no, maybe the new Democratic Party, because we have 3 parties in Canada. We got NDP, liberal, and conservative. So you know, you look at each one of them and go, okay, well, what are they saying? And then what's the liberals saying? What are those guys saying? Okay, yeah, I like what you're going to do. You guys aren't going to take a lot of my money, and you know, then you vote for them. So that's kind of how it goes for
I have
me.
some
Anyway.
more poignant political commentary on this, and you can watch this. You watch this little short clip.
Oh, you got a short clip for political commentary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be great, actually.
I'm gonna dip after this clip.
Okay, I'm just gonna drag this clip over so I don't ruin the way my thing is set up.
Yeah, just pop it.
Oh my gosh. Where's all your money gone, Daddy? Taxes.
I feel so bad for that little kid.
It's okay. It's part of the game. It's not fun. It's not fun to work. It's the worst part of the game.
He's right. It is so right.
Every April.
I like how my channel appeared right at the end too.
Yeah, you want to watch Flawed Man? I do it. I need to catch up. I've been busy getting ready for Cinco de Mayo.
Is that about taxes? Let's talk about God, who warned you about it.
This is what they just talked about. This is what they warned of. Taxes.
The globalists.
Oh yeah, Kidda IJP. If you guys want a link, let me know. I can DM you Discord or
I dropped
Twitter.
one literally in the Discord channel. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Nobody joined from that though.
No, DR did, right?
DR joined from that.
Would have had to, right? Where did you drop it in the live
I
chat?
put it in the general.
In the general.
The general.
General. Oh yeah, I see you right there.
Or oh, was that? Oh, that was his Discord. Okay, because he has a weird name on Discord. That's why I didn't recognize it.
Gotcha. Yeah,
his
see,
name
DR
was
joined.
Scrum.
But we live in a society who will build the roads and educate children. Yeah, who could possibly make that happen?
What did they do before the roads?
This is so. I forget which one it is, but there's a school of thought on inflation that if the money supply increases, that is not the necessary cause of inflation. But if the money supply increases and the production also increases, you don't get inflation. So you only get inflation when your money supply increases and your production either stays the same or decreases. So, you know, more money to product basically is where you get your inflation from. But as long as your increased money supply increases your production, then you don't actually see any sort of inflation problems.
Okay,
and my thoughts are, why the hell do we take $3 trillion out of the U.S. economy and give it to taxes? Imagine how much production we could do with that money and just let the government print money. Like, I'm sure if you put that much money in the private sector, they will create more GDP than the government removing it from the
Why does the government
sector.
simply not lie to the other governments and just not pay the money?
Yeah,
Just make more money and lie about how much money you have.
just make more money. They don't need to do it.
Yeah, make more money, lie about how much you have, give your people money, don't let them talk about it. You know, just like
Sounds like fraud.
yeah. Just
I'm
a
trying-
little bit. The thing is, when you have exceptional amounts of fraud to a point where nobody can track where anything is, how can they really say like, "Oh, we should just stop taking money"? You know, because
Just-
everybody
yeah.
has too much money to say like, "Oh, this money isn't worth anything." You know, that's how it works. That's how you beat it, right?
Right. You trying to understand why people say eat the rich? It sounds so cringe, out of touch, and anti-work. Eat the rich just comes from a jealousy mechanic of I couldn't do it, so I want you to not have it. That's really the only place it comes from. It's a it's a real quick way to stop a conversation. Like, can you have a conversation about how like we should be encouraging people who have made a ton of money to increase the amount of like jobs they are? Should we stop saying, oh, this person's a billionaire when they don't have $1 billion in the bank, right? They have $1 billion net worth. And people think, like, they hear, like, oh, so-and-so's got $1 billion. They're like, oh, they've got $1 billion. They could buy anything. But they don't have $1 billion. They have $1 billion assets. Like, they have money in companies. They have money in different, what am I trying to say? Like, real estate and that kind of thing. So they could sell off things and get to that billion, but you would need enough people to purchase from them for them to actually have that $1 billion asset. So you don't just have a pile of cash. People picture pile of cash and then they're like, well, if they've got a pile of cash, they blah, blah, blah. But like, there's a lot of people in the world that are millionaires that are living paycheck to paycheck because the only reason they're a millionaire is because their house is worth a bunch because their property has gone up. Like, that's all that's happened to them. They're not making more money. They don't have physically more money. They just have an asset that's now worth that much money.
And I'm never selling my house because I'm never gonna get this interest rate again in my life.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not getting that money back out. That is just a good asset that you have.
Mm-hmm. But you on paper would be like a millionaire, and somebody would be like, oh, you're a millionaire. Like, no, I have like $1 million net worth, but that does not mean I have $1 million. That's they're two very different things. People don't get that. We don't have good economic classes in our like elementary or high school, middle school. We just sort of say, here's how math works, and we don't really apply it to anything. And so people don't learn much off that. You saw everything else went towards like social security programs. The problem is that like we always run a deficit and the government just prints money to fill in the deficit. So why not just let them print all the money? Like, I don't get it.
Because we haven't balanced the budget since Newt Gingrich and Bill Clinton.
I don't think you have to if you increase production every year.
You realize how countries collapse
Through money printing.
But it's money printing when they don't have an increase in GDP.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is a foolproof plan, but I'm saying if we work together on this, we can make it happen.
I think a talk about economics is boring.
I love the economic talk.
Children
I love
hate talking
business
about
talk.
economics.
This is why I'm
Together, we
18.
can all take our money out of the bank at the same time.
Yeah, we can kill First
Bank
Republic.
Press the button.
What is this net worth, rich man bad? Net worth is the summation of all your assets and then subtract all of your debts. Low volume, not interested. No. Get out of here, Alex. You love business.
And the left is livid about this. They are foaming at the mouth over the fact that there is entertainment out there that they cannot control, which is instilling messages in people that they do not want people to hear, such as in Legacy of the Shield hero that, oh, look, this woman falsely accused a man of rape. Oh, look, she's getting away with it because she's pretty and she's well-connected.
Gus, get rid of
Oh, look, she's pretending to cry and
Just
she's
for
getting
you.
what she wants. You don't get this stuff in Western media. And this is why the left is upset, because they understand that, entertainment is a good way of pushing your message. And they want to control all entertainment.
All right, Flawed.
Oh, you didn't have to stop for that.
I'll stop and I'll let you plug your channel. You're actually
No,
going
I
to be
was
streaming
gonna do
tomorrow?
the Irish goodbye.
You can't Irish goodbye now. I called you out.
Yeah.
Are you streaming tomorrow?
Huh?
Are you streaming tomorrow?
I'm not streaming tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo, am I right?
Well, I mean, I was just, I just was like, I just don't feel like rushing after family movie night.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just drink instead.
Yeah.
Kids, sorry, we can't afford the Amazon movie because I've been spending it on the booze.
Exactly. I had to get the good tequila. Get some Casamigos for...
All right, everybody. If you want to check my channel out, we talk about God, a lot of Bible talk, and you can follow it, Flawed Man of God. Love to have you guys there. That'd be cool. But otherwise, everybody have a good night.
Good night.
Later.
Except for Gemini.
Later.
See ya.
He can have a okay night.
All right, we're trading flawed man of God out for Kidda.
All right.
Cool.
Bye.
See you,
I'll
Flawed.
try. I'll try
I
my
will po-
best.
I'll post your link. Welcome to the
Non-American's still
escape
awake.
corner.
Hey, what's up?
She's not American.
That's what I
Is that
said. A
accent?
non-American is still awake. Yeah.
She just woke up, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did just wake up. Well, not just. I had breakfast and all that shit. But yeah, it's
Healthy family life, stuff like that.
it's 10 minutes past 8 in the morning.
There you go. That's too early. Why are you up? Do you have
What's
a
that?
job?
Yes. Yes, I have a job.
Okay. Because I wouldn't get up if I didn't have a job. That would be.
No,
Yeah, that's what my job does to me. They make me get up.
They're the only reason to get out of bed in the morning.
No, if I ever do stop my job and do YouTube or something, I'm still have to wake up. That's the agreement from my husband. He's like, you don't get to chill if that's what you do. You got to be making videos every freaking day. You got to be making music. You got to be doing this. You got to be doing that. You don't get to
grinding.
chill. Yeah, you don't wake up. You wake up when I wake up, bitch. He doesn't speak like that, but
It's implied.
He's respectful.
he's very respectful. It is implied. like-
Respectfully, bitch.
respectfully.
No, you gotta say it like
fuck
Dave Chappelle.
Oh my gosh. For the escape corner, do you want to tell everybody what you do on your channel and sort of what you do online, I guess? Introduce yourself.
I live online, but
You live online.
No. Well, I'm like you. We're raised Mexican. He must come here as well. We're talking about the small world. We just all live together online.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Where's IJP?
What was I going to say? Yes, I do debate diagrams. That's what Blaine comes and chills with me for.
I listen to them while I work out.
Yeah. Oh, while you work out.
Yeah.
can help you get well. Some of them you can actually get like a good anger pump going on. But
Yeah, every time you have Vosh talking to anyone, I'm like, who would think this? I pull the deadlift every time. Yeah.
For both sides as well. He's
Yeah.
always arguing with somebody just as stupid as he is.
Actually, our latest one he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go and we make diagrams of silly debates. Last night we did a really silly one. We did Doomer versus EFAP on stories and video games. And
no.
And one day we're gonna do the Cat Girls. We're gonna do the Cat Girls one.
Oh, nice.
From Blaine. Yes.
That's
We're gonna
Mike,
do that one.
Mike and Steven Ransom from back in the day.
no.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow. Back then.
So we're gonna do that one as a palate cleanser one day. But yeah, yesterday we did the video stories and video games, and it was fun. Anyway, so we do those on YouTube, but on Twitch I play video games. Been
Nice.
doing that for many moons. But yeah, this debate stuff on YouTube is relatively new. So yeah, that's me. Hi.
Awesome. And what is your relationship with anime?
With anime, it's I need to make time for it. I love it though. When I do watch it. Oh my god, this light has been on. I have a light that I turn on when I'm
Is that
live.
an incandescent bulb you're screwing in there? You heard
light,
that, Pop. You heard it, like the clink clink of a shop light.
Yeah,
Watch out for the flash.
Yeah, it fucked out. Yeah.
Oh no.
Shit, it's an LED. It's broken now.
Oh
Is
dear.
that because you just smashed it in your hand?
You just reached up and crushed it. I got. I finally
it's
got
one
my
of those
remote
push lights.
working,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can
nice.
turn my lights on and off now without having to
Keep them
run around.
I should. There's this thing that you can get where Alexa. I have to. Whisper.
Oh,
She
check
heard
the-
me.
check-
She heard me.
No, check it out. Alexa, stream lights red. Boom.
Woo! That's so cool. She doesn't know. Well, anyway, she's supposed to you can. There's this thing where you can make her. You can give her something that she controls a button, a switch.
A
So,
button
you know
that she
when-
controls.
Like she controls a mechanism that pushes a button.
Oh, like it's a,
'Cause, you know,
instead
you-
of getting a smart light, you're gonna get
Yeah.
a smart finger that's gonna turn your light on.
a smart finger, yes. Because I was like, I'm not gonna. Because the thing is, these smart bulbs, a lot
Yeah.
of the time they're actually, you can hear them, their frequency.
Oh, weird.
Like
It must
they
be a
buzz.
it
The
must
shitty
be a
ones,
you
can hear
thing.
them. You can hear. Zzz. So
The,
yeah, it's,
The Costco brand is pretty good. FEIT, Faith, Fit. I've had no problem with the Costco brand ones in a house that was built in 1908. So
wow.
unless old American wiring is just better than wherever you're from.
Dubai. Well, I'm
Dubai.
not from here. I'm not from here, but I live here.
You
That's
live
where I
there.
am.
As I say, you're from Dubai. That's a very interesting skin tone.
I stay inside a lot. Okay.
I hear Dubai. I think that's a given.
Go into the house.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no, no.
true. What
Do you
is the
see-
temperature
Well, are
right
they-
now? It's 26. Okay, wait. You guys are wait.
I know what
there's
you're
a,
saying.
there's a
West
Canadian
Coast
here.
American.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what
we're-
you're saying.
Yeah, because we're intelligent and actually no, Fahrenheit does make sense.
I go to
anyway,
Japan all the
26
time.
degrees here.
Celsius makes perfect sense. Sitch is an idiot who can't use decimal points.
Yay.
He's like, oh, there's not enough numbers to tell what temperatures are. Just use the 0.5. Like, how is this so hard? Now you've got twice as many numbers.
Oh, and well, I use decimal points. You're like, oh, why are you rating things?
Oh,
When it comes
when
to
you
temperature,
rate-
that's a.
Oh, so it's good when it comes to other numbers. Some numbers are better than others. That's how.
Yeah,
It is.
some numbers are fine. Rating the heat, it's not called rating. It's called what is the active temperature.
rating the heat.
I hate ratings. I hate like 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 99
Why?
points. Like, because they don't mean anything unless you know all of that person's other ratings.
That's the
That's
entire
true.
point of
That
it.
is
That's
true.
why I give ratings
That
for
makes
everything.
sense. Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
use Whirlwind. What does it do?
Oh, it makes something run away or switches out Pokemon.
Kidda, are you familiar with Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm a 90s kid.
Okay.
This is definitely Pokemon.
This is
Deerling.
Pokemon, but all of the
I saw
Pokemon.
Pidgey.
Yeah, I'm using Pidgey right now, but they're all anime girls
Yeah, I
instead
saw
of
that now.
Pokemon. Yeah.
I didn't really pay too much attention, but now I
Damn.
can see.
Yeah, that hit hard.
Your eyes
almost.
are open.
Ghost should be good.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not confusing. I just wanted to make sure you're on board.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Like I didn't
I didn't
even.
even question that you're playing this. It's okay.
Like I saw Pidgey and I didn't
Don't
go.
worry, Blaine. It's okay.
didn't go-
It's normal.
It's all
I
right.
didn't
I
go.
got you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's Butterfree. Oh, Butterfree's hot.
Yeah,
Yes.
Butterfree has got some leggings too.
But that's see the purple Butterfree is a male to me, so
No, I've made sure that every Pokemon I catch is female, except the Squirtle that I started with. So it's Femboy Squirtle and his harem of girls.
I can't believe it. So it's actually for there's males as well.
Yeah, yeah. There are males with the female design. We don't catch traps around here though.
Oh yeah, I got just the other day when I got whiskey. I don't spend that much money on it, right? But I got some Glenfiddich.
Oh, nice.
It's like a so I thought of you. It was like, oh, you like whiskey?
I do, and it's a good Highland.
It was good. No, it's morning. You can't drink in the morning. Okay.
You can drink anytime you want. I'm gonna be drinking from wake up till sleep tomorrow because it's Cinco de Mayo. You're already in Cinco de Mayo, aren't you?
It's true. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I should say Cinco de
I'm
Mayo. I said it wrong.
De Mayo.
Yeah, for the white
just
people.
By the way,
Yeah, you white people.
I don't know if the background will blur. My husband will come out in his underwear because it's morning. So
Well, it's
I
current.
really hope. Yeah, I hope that the background stuff. Okay, let me just see. It won't pick him up. I don't think.
It will be
Is his
very
underwear the
tiny.
same color as the green screen?
I gotta. Yeah, I'm very tiny, so you guys won't. We'll blur it out.
Yeah.
We'll blur it out in post.
But he can.
Yeah, I'll take care of
But
it.
just make his junk massive in post, then you might be happy.
Okay.
But he's
I've done a lot of video editing. I can. She's
he
clairvoyant.
can
We'll see what we can do. See how much we have to work with.
He can hear me talking, so I'm sure he'll pick up that he's like.
Oh God, I have to
Sure,
put
when you do
pants
bug
on.
bite.
Yeah.
It's one of
That's
those
his life
days.
now. He's like, I'm at home and I gotta wear pants. Ugh. Grumpy old man. He was throwing shit at me last night.
Do we want to hear about that?
Oh,
It's on camera. No,
Are you
he was
catching
being
it?
cute. Yes, and hitting it back. Okay, I'm working. Okay.
Okay. All right, you're working.
Everybody keep quiet.
Speaking of work, do you have an opinion on the Matt Walsh anime take?
Okay, Matt Walsh is a shit stirrer. Okay, so we can't really take him that seriously. When he said anime was satanic, it's like you could see he was just trying to be a shit stirrer,
Mhm.
and yeah, I don't think he's I think he's a bit misguided with thinking that pop culture is just for children. He's full of shit that way. But I don't. He's like you said. I don't think he's taking liberals and making them conservative in any way.
Yeah.
Case he's for conservatives already, and yeah, he goes too far, man. He's a bit
for if
irritating
you're
sometimes.
if you're already watching like
Yeah.
someone else on the Daily Wire and their show ends and his is on, you're like, yeah, I'll keep watching this. Like that's
I mean,
what I
yeah.
see it as.
I watch him sometimes, and it's just because he's so full of shit, and I'm okay with that. But lately, he's just been getting on my nerves. It's like, okay, get off your soapbox, relax, okay, just relax, take yourself less seriously.
Yeah. Do you think it's the clicks? Do you think he's just seeing all the interaction and he's like, well, this works?
Yeah, let's do that now. Yeah, I think so.
Or you think it's less cynical than that?
I think you know what, it's less cynical because it's more like it feeds his he gets a feeling from it. It's not that he's actually going, okay, this is good for me, it will increase my rate. It's not conscious. I don't think it's conscious. It's just that it's feeding him, and he just goes harder and harder. And he also gets people that are becoming like feverish like him. So so he just wants to go continue. He gets the encouragement from them. It's just like, okay, guys, you're not making this easy. They kind of prove to people that you want centrists to be, actually you want leftists to become centrists. They put you in the same box as this guy. So you kind of you're screwed. They're like, no, you're like Matt Walsh, therefore I'm not going to speak to you. So they do kind of give the right a bad name. Yeah, but in terms of also just him being like, oh, it's animes for the devil, and also you need to grow up and things like that. Get the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that hits me with that is like I lived through having that argument. Like as a kid watching anime, and then as like my parents would watch anime with me, showed me anime, and I've just been around it so long that everyone's always just like, well, you'll grow out of it. I'm like, why would I grow out of it? It looks like there's better anime for adults once I get to those different ages.
Right. Yeah. Did you watch the Night's Watch Shad's video about it?
Do you think we watched
I've
more
got
than
it
3
queued.
minutes of this?
I've got it queued up, but we are currently
Okay, yeah,
at
let's
minute
go and let's finish the V video.
4:30 on the V video.
Just talk over
They
me.
must only
He'll
that
be
message
okay
gets
with
You
it.
can
across.
talk over
understands.
V.
Yeah,
How
he
do you
Say
talk
that
over
the
V?
Daily Wire is actually doing something
All right,
good.
Pop.
You just have to raise your voice and be louder than him, and obviously it's going to
I've
come
got a
through just
squeaky-
fine.
I've
We've
got a
got
squeaky voice like him. My husband.
We've got
so mad.
We've got a non-American in chat, which means, or in the call, which means that now Pop can finally go to bed.
that's right.
Yeah, it's not Friday, so you're not doing anything tomorrow. What do you got coming up Saturday?
Saturday, new game. Not sure what yet, but it'll be something. I'll think of something to play. Probably on one of the
something.
handhelds. it'll be something.
Nice.
Because I finished the Minish. So
You did.
It was a good
yeah.
stream.
Hey,
And then-
Pop, have you ever played a Fire Emblem game?
True.
no.
Do they have a GBA
No.
Fire Emblem game?
There's
Three of them.
literally 3 of them and a billion more.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll look into it and see what they look like and give it a try before I.
Yeah, if
stream
you
it.
if you think about it, I'd probably recommend just Sacred Stones. Just play it on either normal or hard.
Play
Okay.
on hard.
Yeah, Iron Hard's probably better, but if you don't want to, if you want to just like be easy, you can play it on normal. If you play it on
Yeah.
easy Sacred Stones, that's like
Play it
It's
on
the
video game
easiest of the
journalist.
games. So just hard is easy.
Play it on easy, yeah. Video game journalist level.
I mean, the
Vi-
thing is,
oh,
the
playing
game is
that.
already pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and well, we'll see how it goes. And
Yeah.
then Sunday will be my anime chat, and this time is going to be anime that have video games related to them. So I'm
Ooh.
going to try to match up shows with games and show the crossover and how whether they're good or no good.
Talking stuff like the Tales series, where they're like kind of direct links to games, or just games that are like Sword Art that have a game involved.
Well, like one of them I was thinking of was Valkyria Chronicles. It has an anime and it has a video
Yep.
game with it as well.
True.
Doesn't matter
So-
which came first.
No,
ones
actually,
that-
and
yeah.
I'm gonna actually look into which ones did come first. Was the game based off the anime, or was the anime based off the game?
Very fun.
Because I think like with Monster Hunter, there's a show, isn't there? And it came.
I don't think there
After
is
the
any.
game.
Yes.
There is a Monster Hunter anime.
Yeah,
Yes.
and my Monster
Yeah,
Hunter
it was
Stories,
years
I think,
ago.
or something.
Well, no, that's just another game. Monster Hunter Stories
No,
is
it's like a
separate
night- it-
type of game. Yeah.
It's a deep.
Monster Hunter anime. I think it might have been like on official Legends of the Guild. That's it. Well,
Okay,
that
yeah,
was
that-
the one. That's a movie. Stories, yeah, it is. It's called
Yeah,
Stories.
right
as well.
on.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go.
It's on
You're
Crunchyroll.
so cute, man.
Yeah, they made
that's what's up for me.
anime based
Awesome.
on the game. That's kind of funny.
And yeah, fun time. Some of us got to work, so I will
Yeah,
talk
let
to you
us-
guys later.
Why don't you just work here like me? I'm kidding. You gotta go places.
There you go.
Later,
Yeah.
Bob.
Have a good one, guys.
See ya. There goes the tradesman
All right,
now.
now that he's gone, we can finally talk about Fire Emblem.
I swear to God, I'm gonna click this.
By hiring Gina Carano and then having their entertainment and their movies being pushed.
what
Comics
just
Gate
happened?
is doing a good thing by creating their comics and pushing their message out there and creating an alternative. So, again, I do not criticize Matt Walsh. Like, he can do whatever he wants. And if he wants to criticize anime, he can go for it. I don't care. But my point is that I do appreciate when I see conservatives doing entertainment. Like, anyone that does it, I think, should be cherished. As for people telling others, like you have this gentleman here, it's like, don't watch anime. I grew up with this type of mentality. It was, don't listen to heavy metal. It's the music of the devil.
Do you know how old V is? Does anybody know how old V
probably-
is?
I think he's
V's
like
at
40
least-
something.
I was gonna say he's like 40s, minimum. Like
He's
late
got to be
30s.
older than me.
Definitely.
No, yeah, he's older. You're
90.
younger than me.
I was
Oh,
born
you're
in
90?
90.
Oh, I'm 91. No,
Oh,
he's
now who's judgy?
the,
I just have
well,
this baby face. I've got
yes,
the
you do.
eternal
You have a
youth.
baby face. I was gonna
I'm gonna
say,
be
I was
like
gonna be
Adam when
you
I
know,
grow
you
up, and people will be like, "How old are you?" I'm gonna be like 40. They're like, "No way."
look- Yeah,
That's
I
my
know.
goal.
You don't totally have those genes. I can see it.
Yeah, we're working. It's just because I
Adam
work
is
out.
your daddy. Oh, yeah, I need to work out.
You should
I'll let you know when I do that.
buy some tiny weights and just start curling.
I've got these little bell weights.
Yeah, there you go. Just start lifting them. Just start doing stuff with them.
Now that she's gone, we can finally talk about Fire Emblem.
You talk about
I'm
fire
back,
lights.
bitch.
Swear to God. Oh, weird. Yeah, little kettles. There you go.
Yeah.
You can do all kinds of stuff with those.
You can
Yeah.
throw them, pretend they're a cat.
Just remember, strength
Listen
comes from
here.
going slow.
Don't throw cats unless you're throwing them at a bed.
That I wouldn't even do that. My cat's got bad knees.
Oh, poor baby.
It's all right. My wife carries him everywhere. It's not like he has to use his legs
Like
ever.
get used to it.
Hold on.
And I'll be like, okay, so I'm buying 3 more albums then.
Around his 40s.
Do not watch Harry Potter because it has magic and it
Harry
teaches children to
Potter.
become warlocks. I'm not kidding. That's when I
Children's.
grew up.
Yes.
Don't play
Now it says,
Pokemon because it's
don't
got
play,
evolution.
Hogwarts because
Yeah. That was real. So
you're helping J.K. Rowling, and I'm like, well, I already bought it. You don't have to sell it to me again.
I
But
think
that's
he's
my
like
point. You know,
38.
I genuinely do not care when a moral busybody comes up and tells me how to micromanage my life. Like, if a
Moral
person
busybody.
refuses to give me money if I'm in trouble, I will not take advice from that person because they're not a friend. Literally, that's how I view my life. Okay? Like, if I'm stuck in a ditch, would you give me money so I can get a tow truck? Yes or no? If the answer is no, no hard feelings. But why would I take advice from you on how to micromanage my life? Because it seems like you just want power over me. You don't
Based.
want to be a friend. You don't really care about my situation.
Sure.
So, you know, like, moral busybodies are both on the left and on the right, but just because a person is a moral busybody on one issue doesn't mean that they don't have important things to say on another issue. It doesn't mean that Matt Walsh being a moral busybody and I guess, like, being against anime or whatever, he is not contributing to the right-wing cause. I do not know how many people he alienates. I mean, I do not know if there is a single person that would be, oh my god, you know, I want to join the right wing, but that Matt Walsh guy against anime makes it unpalatable for me. I don't think like these individuals exist. So, all in all,
It's true.
No, nobody's not gonna not be a conservative because Matt Walsh is an idiot. That's what he's telling me right now, and I believe it.
It's funny.
Uh,
it was Misty time.
it's probably Misty time, but the real question is, did Bill give me like a ticket? Do I have a
Can you
thing
just
now?
go all the way around? Do you have to go through that?
I think I gotta go through it, right?
I'm loving the music. This is great music to work to.
Can't you just go around?
Oh, can I just straight up go to Misty? Oh, dang it.
Mhm.
You're dumb.
I don't think Matt Walsh needs to change anything in how he does his activism regarding this particular issue. I don't think it is a little bit booberish and silly, and he should offer
Boobadish.
some alternatives.
He's
Okay,
young.
don't play
I
video
think
games, don't watch anime, but like, what do you want people to do?
Nice.
I assume they can't watch Netflix either, right? So no Hollywood, no, like what?
they must
okay,
read the Bible.
You have an individual. He has free time. He wants to do something entertaining, and don't tell me read a book, because like, again, it's not necessarily entertaining.
Fan side in chat, like always telling us to read. We ain't got time for that.
And she's right.
And even if it's about reading a book, just so you know, like when I grew up, there were people that read a lot of books, and there were books that were considered problematic.
Yeah.
Even then.
Mhm.
Oh.
I
You're
don't
reading.
think he's
Oh,
actually
you're
that much
reading
older than us, Blaine. I don't think he's that much
He
older
can't
than us.
be.
Yeah.
He can't be, but he may have
Rick-
just run in a different circle because, like, my cousin, who's only like
And he's from
4 years older
Romania.
than me,
Yeah.
was really into metal, and so ran into a lot of that. So it could be just the group he's in with Romanian death metal is just a little more satanic than ours.
Romance
just like
novels
he's
again.
got
Why
the-
don't you
What?
No, he's just has a lot of the experiences I had. So,
Oh yeah.
like it's also maybe it's because I was within. I had Catholics around me as well.
Oh
So-
yeah, yeah. We were talking about how he probably was surrounded by the orthodoxy.
No, it was very much so. Like he just said so. Okay.
Very
Yeah,
much
continue.
so.
Sorry, I've got to work.
read
So
the
I-
scientific literature? And it's like, well, yeah, but like, people just
The
want to
biblical-
relax, you know? Like, life is not all about work. I'm really
Exactly.
curious about Matt Walsh's
It's the
daily
wandering.
schedule.
It's
Like,
the
what does
gypsy
he
life.
do when he wants to have fun? What is his relaxation? And by the way, you know, all of these censors, and I'm not saying that he is one, but usually like people who want to ban things, right?
Mhm.
You will find a very interesting conversation if you realize that they want to ban things you like. So if you say, all right, so you ban what I like, what do I get to ban that you like? So it's only fair, right? Like, you get to ban a thing that I like, but I want to get a ban of a thing that you like. And then I mean, if you think that the thing that I like is so harmful, right? surely you will make the sacrifice, taking away the thing that you like just to have mine banned. And you'll see how uncomfortable the conversation goes. Because, again, like, there are individuals who use any type of ideology. Like, right now, there's more of them on the left. But they use ideology in order to justify morally judging other people. Right? Like, they think, okay, well, Hogwarts is bad, therefore no one gets to play it.
Yeah, no
Right? So
wizard
when you
magic. That's
tell
of
them,
the
it's
devil.
Like, okay, I don't get to play Hogwarts. What do you like so I can take away from you?
Here's another
Marvel.
commies
You don't
for a
get to
bit.
watch Marvel
Oh, that makes
movies
sense.
anymore. They're harmful. Right? Like, it's an interesting conversation. So
I
yeah,
don't
all in
think it's
all,
a tactic I would
this
use.
is the summary that I have. It's like, if you want to take things away, you need to replace them with something else.
Do you
I'm
have
curious
to
if
offer a
anyone
replacement?
disagrees on this.
I always argue that you should offer a replacement, but I'm starting to wonder if that's a necessity.
I think it kind of is because it's like it's kind of pointless advice. Just like you're stupid, you're doing stuff wrong. It's like, what does that actually mean? What are you trying to get me on your side? You're trying to like, how are you trying to sway me to your opinion by
Mhm.
saying I'm dumb and wrong?
And
That's
give me
not gonna
something
work.
better. Give me something better. But basically, what they're saying is, you don't need it. You shouldn't need this
Yeah,
escapism. at
Matt Walsh
all.
literally says like, nah, just do
Just
something
be an adult.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, is the counter literally just like sit in the corner and don't do anything? Like I don't get it.
Ponder. Just sit. and
Ponder. Yeah. Sit on your deck and smoke a cigar and get
Sit on your
berated by
dick?
your pregnant wife. It's
Yeah, your pregnant wife who's been pregnant for like the 5th time this year. Kidding, but like that's basically what it feels like. This chick, just has babies all over the place. How many does he have now? 5?
He has a
Oh,
lot.
I was making
Matt
fun of
Walsh has
Crowder,
a lot
but
of kids, yeah.
Oh, Crowder. Yeah, well, Crowder. Yes, berating the pregnant wife. I get it.
yeah. But no,
so it's
yeah,
a-
I think Matt Walsh has like 4 or 5 kids.
Crowder
Very-
would have more if he had.
Very Catholic
Yeah.
family numbers.
Yeah.
I
Can't
did
believe-
it.
Yeah. Anyway, Crowder. You did what? You misdeed.
I defeated Misty.
Hard turtle. It looks like hard turtle. The W
Hard
is.
turtle. The W doesn't exist.
It's my hard
Yeah,
turtle.
he's done a little bit of grinding.
Yeah, my war turtle is powerful. I'm trying to get that Blastoise. V was a
Okay, but
mafioso
I have-
enforcer back in school. No wonder people call him Capo. Is that why?
Idiot. Why is it
And
not
if you do,
showing
please let me know why.
Why is it not showing you what?
the chat? Oh, is that on Twitch? No.
No, it's like a just. This is all
If
on
you
YouTube.
there should be chat in the on the
Well,
right
now
if you
that
got a full
chat's gone, we
screen.
can finally talk about Fire Emblem.
If you're if you've moved the Rumble or the restream to like half size, the chat doesn't always pop up. But if it's full size, you should be able to see it.
The last one I see is see a flawed man of God. That's the last thing I saw.
That's pretty far back.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, because I've got the full overlay, but
I'll just get the chat from YouTube.
okay.
Pop out.
And then we're also on Kick if you want to see Carolina Pride putting these awake emojis in chat. So don't shout out to you guys over on Kick. Thanks for showing
I
up.
must follow you on Kick.
That implies that these are people.
I know Carolina
Humans.
Pride is a human because I watched their streams of Truck Simulator. I'm like, yeah, he's got the full rig and everything.
What?
Great. Yeah, he's got a full truck rig. Fire Emblem cannot get it. That makes sense.
It can, if you think about it.
I don't know. I think it knows what it did.
I think you know. what
In
you
the
did.
comment section. But this is my definite statement. You want to ban things, you need to replace them with something else. I actually did that on my Discord server when it was still up. Every Saturday
What
night,
Discord server?
we went and we watched old
When
movies
it was
from
up.
the 90s. We watched RoboCop, we watched Terminator, we watched several
I
films
always
that I
missed
consider
them.
they have important moral lessons like Demolition Man. Because I wanted to replace
Demolition Man with the
current
important
entertainment with
moral
some old ones to
lessons.
show people.
Yep.
It's like,
Pretty
look,
funny.
you can watch some old movies and they're really great.
I love
And
Demo
many of
Man,
them
but
have.
The lesson is don't
So
be Wesley
that's
Snipes.
my solution. Again, I don't know how many people I'm getting to join the right, but I do think entertainment is important, and people are going to do things that are entertaining. The left understands this, which is why they're pumping money, so it's good if the right provides alternatives. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the
I will
comments
see you in the
section.
comment section.
Okay, we did it.
It's over.
I totally disagree with you. I think, if anything, Hillary
Oh gosh, the autoplay.
Damn.